That sounded like some music or something, people. Welcome to the chat, everybody. I hope y'all are having a good Saturday or Sunday, wherever you happen to be on our planet. If you're listening to us on the other side of the world, I imagine it's getting some time in the afternoon over there in Australia and Sunday. It's Sundays. It's midnight in London right now. Actually, it's 12:19 p.m. in London right now. A.m. I'm sorry, it's 12:19 a.m. in London right now.
Yeah, they're. I
Uh,
think they're no, they're 7 or 8 hours ahead of us, something like that. Yeah.
just 6 hours ahead of me is what they are. I've been London's was one of my
Well,
very
they're
first.
5 hours ahead of me, which puts
Yeah,
them at noon.
well, midnight, not noon,
Oh,
midnight.
okay, yeah, midnight.
That would be 17 hours. It'd be noon, man. What's that, Jimmy? No, there's been a lot of weird stuff going on in the world right now.
and
I
and
mean,
by the way,
presidents.
Joe, that music was Rush.
Yeah, it
YYZ.
sounded like Rush. I was thinking that's who it was when I heard it. Well, Rush has a distinctive sound. Well, most of those 70s, 80s, 90s rock bands, even 2000s rock bands, have a distinctive sound to them. Yeah, I mean, you can tell a Stones tune pretty easy, Beatles tune pretty easy. Any like Journey, Foreigner, all of them are pretty easy. There's one song that I think Foreigner was. What's a love song they sing? Everybody and Mama has made this song over, and a lot of good. Oh, I can't think of the damn name of it now.
And
It's
I'm not going to be any help. I like Foreigner and I like Journey, and the two of them are so close that I always constantly blend them. I always go, "Hey, that's a Foreigner song." And they go, "No, that's Journey." I go, "Oh, damn it! Well, then that's a
well,
Journey song."
he did. What's it?
Every time.
Actually, Jack. So I was dating this girl just before I went in the Navy, and she used to like to listen to Cat Stevens and Journey, and she had them on back to back. And at the time, I was listening to Black Sabbath, ZZ Top, Led Zeppelin, The Stones. Yeah, and that Journey was okay. And Foreigner, I mean, I like Foreigner because of what sold me in Foreigner was Double Vision and then Jukebox Hero, and I was like, well, I can listen to those two. And whatever that stupid love song was. Other than that, but I've never been somebody who can just say all out that I like every song an artist makes, or even the majority of them. Like maybe with the exception, maybe Fleetwood Mac. I probably like the majority of their songs, but other than that, I don't know if there is. I like ZZ Top, yeah, because ZZ was badass. ZZ kick your. Oh, you know who else I liked was it Sweet Home Alabama? Leonard Skinner. Yes, I like me some Skinner. I
They
did.
had some pretty good songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that Southern Fried
They were
Rock.
in a category all to themselves, pretty much. Well, there was a
Yeah,
few other bands, but they were country rock, and they were very good.
yeah. John, I already told you I had that, man. What people? Anyway, what? No, Jeffrey, they called it country fried rock down here. That's what they called it. Yeah, they still
Yeah.
do actually. Yeah, which is
Well, I
still
mean,
yeah.
but you got, I mean, who else is in that? You got the Allman Brothers, Doobie Brothers.
And you got some crossovers in there and stuff. And
Yeah, there's a few. Well, and Sting, God bless him. He's when he went solo on every album, he does a jazz song, he does a country song, he does a rock and roll song, he does a rock ballad. So he gets and he even does a rap one, I think, on one or two of his albums. But he tries to get all the genres that inspired him for his music, being with the Police and solo. He tries to do one on each album, which I think is very cool.
remember what was that one he came out? Um, where the girl gets on the bed, does the split. Was not when Rebel Yell? What was? I don't know. My son and my stepson flipped out over this song. She goes to this guy's house. I don't know who the hell this guy is to her, nobody. She starts walking around the house and she starts dancing and throwing half her clothes off, running around. And the song ends, and then she picks up her books, puts her shirt on, and leaves. Oh man, I can't remember the name of the song.
I, I
Yeah.
I don't know the music videos, but 29 Palms is a fairly decent album and song that he did. Um, I mean, you have to go through his stuff and listen to him. I think he's a fairly decent solo artist, even though he may have some disjointed political views.
Well, he goes back and forth on his political views. That's the weird part.
I think right now he's leaning kind of towards with the lefties.
Well, most artists are going to be lefties. Most ufologists are going to be lefties. I mean, that's not Jeffrey. That's not. It's just I don't know. A lot of artistic kind of people lean left because, look, I was raised. The way I was raised was from a religious family, and we looked at the life. We all want to have a happy, healthy, fun, comfortable life, right? And we all thought should always be helping and changing, and when you can help somebody, help somebody. But the left was like that at one time, but they're not anymore. I don't know what they are now. I don't not have a lot of left friends, and I'm still good friends with a lot of them. But we don't really talk a lot of politics, and we've agreed on something just to disagree on
He
because
doesn't
we're
look like
just
he's
not going
made
to
any
agree on
really
it.
big news in the news in a long time. All the time, if you type his full name, Gordon Matthew Sumner,
Yeah.
uh, he's not making any kind of political noise. He's he's not on any boards. He's all
Well,
this
somebody. Oh,
there's
wait,
links
wait.
to his
Somebody.
bios and encyclopedia entries and stuff like that.
Wait here. Somebody named Sam just sent us a thing. Brand new day official video. Okay, I ain't listening. Fragile. No, it sounds stupid. When we dance sounds stupid. Always on your side with Cheryl Crow. That's probably okay. It's after all. No, that sucks. He's singing with Rod Stewart. No, I don't want to hear it. Desiree, Jimmy, screw you. I'm not the big of a fan of Rod Stewart. No, my wife loved Rod Stewart to death. A lot of people I knew loved Rod Stewart to death. I just personally wasn't that big a fan of it. Everybody always said he was gay, but he was married with kids. Huh? I'm not exactly sure how that worked out. He was
If It's Love, is that the song?
that's the one probably from Foreigner.
No, it says Sting's new album, The Bridge, and the song is called If It's Love. Does that ring a bell?
Well, well, if it's love, that's that. If you type in that song, you'll find that song's been done by a lot of people. I think that's a Foreigner song, so it might be a remake, or maybe it's something like that. These days, they're funny with names. I'm never sure which way it's going. When It's Love. Maybe the one I'm thinking about is When It's Love with Foreigner. Shit. See, that's what I'm saying. They all sound so much alike.
This looks something different. It looks woke, but let me look at it.
There goes my alarm system. Hold on. Somebody has just entered the studios front row. It's oh wait, what's that? Oh, I forgot we had that coming. Shit, we had groceries coming. We were having them delivered. We're old people, so we get free delivery. Jesse, no, I can't think of the damn name of the song. No, it was back in like the late 90s. Maybe it might have been the mid 90s. It was somewhere in the 90s, is all I can tell you.
No, that song is a new song. It looks like from like this year. That's not the song.
Yeah, see, that's what that guy just sent us. That's he just said.
It's not a Foreigner song. It sounds like an original song by him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that one that guy just sent over to us. The one that said here's a new song.
I have no idea. So
you know what? That might have been the album he sent over. Shit, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, trying to find it by saying, music video with the girl doing the splits on the bed from Sting, and that's what the first one that came up, but that's not it.
That's a pretty high pitch bounce around.
It must be from the 80s then, probably.
No, because my son wasn't even born till 86, I believe. So it couldn't have been. It had to be 90s. I would think it was like maybe 96 or something. My son was somewhere probably between 8 and 12 at the time.
That doesn't mean the song wasn't made in the 80s, though.
He goes, Dad. Not because I think he's still with the police in the 80s. I don't know. When it comes down to it, I don't know until I see the damn thing. I couldn't tell you. I never, because I don't look at groups anymore like that. I just look at the songs. I have for a long time because somebody says, "Well, how many albums do you own?" And I said, "None." Well, I mean, I got some collectors album vinyls, but I just do playlists now because I don't want all that shit on a list. Because It's like I like Flo Rida. I like Flo, but I only like 2 of his songs so far.
Hmm.
But I like them, and I want them on my playlist. It's like Zeppelin. The old days, I might have had 8 or 9 Zeppelin songs on the list. Today, I probably have 2.
Well, I like a lot of their songs.
And no,
A
Jesse,
lot of the later stuff.
it would not be Cashmere, Jesse. And whoever wrote that to me, that's through the what is the album called? In through
if
the
anybody
out.
wants to learn how good musicians the when they were on point and they weren't drunk or wasted or high on cocaine, listen to all their acoustic stuff. Especially when the bass is following what the Jimmy's doing on the guitar, they really rock out. Their best album, in my opinion, is the one with the kid climbing up the mountain of stuff. It's oh god, is that I'll tell you in a minute, but it's got the song "The Ocean" on it. I think that's their best album, and that's the pinnacle of the height of their artistic career.
Well, it's anytime you can do anything in an acoustic format and sound really good, you got something going on. Let's just be honest about it. Because most musicians have to have all the fuddy buddy, funny stunny stuff to go along with them. And I hate to say it, you can make somebody who's not that all great of a singer sound pretty good in studio. There's a lot of things you can do to change somebody's voice in studio. I used to remember when I would meet people who did, live radio talk show hosts and stuff. And I'm like, wow, their voice sounds so different because, it was them and not the voice coming through the radio, which was, Art Bell has a great voice, but his voice is not that deep in real life. It's not, hello, I'm Art Bell. No, and it's not like that. It's, no, Keith, they change all that.
Houses of the Holy is their best album.
Well, House of Holy is a good album. I can argue with that. Immigrant Songs are there too. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I like Hangman's on there. You see him coming, riding 5 miles. Yeah,
no, Hangman's on 3, I think.
Is it on 3? No, I thought it was on. I don't know. I had them. They were playing together. I don't know if I had them on a tape or something then. Because I don't remember changing. I don't remember changing. Oh, if they're on different albums, that means I had them on a tape. The first tape I ever had was an 8-track. I shouldn't even admit to that. And no, I never recorded on an 8-track, by the way. But when they came out with cassettes, I started making a lot of my own tapes.
Oh hell yeah! I made all kinds of mixtapes, especially for breakdancing.
I used to just like to, because I'd get in the car and cruise, man. Oh yeah, it was great. Have all your yeah.
So okay, here are the songs. Side 1, and remember these things had 2 sides to them. Some kids may not realize that, but side 1, song remains the same. The Rain Song, Over the Hills and Far Away, The Crunch, all great songs. Side 2, Dancing Days, Jermaker, No Quarter, The Ocean, which I think is the best song on the album, and that's it. 8 songs, 40 minutes long altogether.
That's not 8. That's all I put on there was 8. That was kind of cheesy.
2014.
Yeah, that was kind of cheesy.
Good thing, so you can get.
Good thing I didn't think about that back in the day, man. Damn.
Yeah, records only had. A vinyl record could only, if you maxed it out, I think maybe you could get 36, maybe 40 minutes on one side. If it was one song. No, I'm sorry, 25 or 30 minutes.
Yeah, most of the time they were right under an hour. I mean, the ones we were getting anywhere were 54, 56, 57 minutes long. And then sometimes it depended because, like, if you had Hotel California or Stairway to Heaven, those songs are 7 minutes long.
Well, also, most radio stations wouldn't play a song back in the day that was more than like 5 minutes long. Most radio stations would usually weren't playing songs unless they were getting paid for them anyways. So a lot of times, if your record company wasn't producing it well enough, you wouldn't get the airtime needed for the song to get off anyway. So you have to get lucky in a lot of respects. It's a tough business.
It is.
Yeah.
What's that, Jimmy? No, I mean, there's a lot of think about it. They used to bitch how much competition there was, like in the 80s. Think about that today. That is quadrupled. I mean, literally, that is quadrupled.
This is the one thing I can say about Led Zeppelin. my mother did not care for the bands Led Zeppelin or Yes because the singers tended to yell and scream a lot. Well, one time I was playing a song. It was one of their acoustic songs where they weren't screaming, but they were singing. And I think it might have been one of the songs off of House of the Holy. I'm not sure. It might have been. But I was driving. My mom was I was in my Camaro when my mom was driving with me. And she said, "Oh, this is really nice. What is this song?" And I said, "It's that band you hate." She's like, "Led Zeppelin?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I didn't know they were this good." I'm like, "I know." It was a revelation. So it really depends on your point of view. If you don't like the screaming and yelling stuff, of course, you're going to hate Led Zeppelin. But if you take the time out and, I mean, they got a lot of albums. Like 20 some odd albums and a bunch of posthumous albums as well. But if you go back and just listen to their stuff, particularly, again, like I said, the acoustic stuff or the stuff that just jives well, House of the Holy is kind of like a Rush album. All the songs they kind of all fit together. They don't all tell a story, but they're all in the same general. They sound alike. They fit together like Legos, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. What's it? Well, no, Jack, because the 90s was the invention of the music video, doofus. Yes.
80s.
Not really. 90s really was.
1978, MTV was the first music video broadcast.
But really,
and it was a song by, I believe, called the Buggles, called "Video Killed the Radio Star."
Yeah, Video Killed the Radio Star. And then that was transferred into the one that what the name did Dire Straits did. I Want My MTV.
Yes.
It's Jack, I Want My MTV song went insane. That thing was everywhere. No, that thing was everywhere.
It's one of the iconic anthem songs of the decade.
Well, not Jack. None of that really came out to be anything until cable. Cable was out there in the world, not internet. Cable television was out there in the world.
Well, it wasn't everywhere. It was only in select areas. Like, for instance, when MTV started, my cousins had it. We didn't in Maryland. It didn't come to Maryland until 15, 20 years later.
What are you talking about, Frank? No, so MTV was just invented. You know what? Hold on, give me a minute. So
hey Google, when did MTV go online for the first time?
Let's see. It says channel launched on August 1st, 1981. Warner Communications. Yeah, it says Warner Communications, currently owned by Skydance or Paramount Skydance. Isn't that just like going around the whole entire world?
Paramount.
It's
that's Paramount.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or Paramount's going to be Skydance.
Oh, it's CBS.
All of this stuff gets a little crazy. All these companies are so entertaining. You know, they always talk about free press. And then you find out, no, not as free as you think it is.
Only 3 people that run the businesses that run all this news media. 3 people.
No, Jack, you mean Rupert Murdoch? Well, Murdoch owns Fox, but he also owns the Times or the Post. It's either, I think it's the Times. He owns one of them. It's a liberal thing. He owns Fox is conservative, the other one is liberal. And it's not the only 2 things he owns. He owns other things besides that. Somebody said he kind of secretly got into
I don't know how he did it, but currently his Fox News station is one of the #1 stations for news outlets and news opinion.
Yeah, it's was it Jimmy? Well, no, back in the day, internet was limited to cable was limited to where you could get it. Internet, there was no such thing. Internet, there wasn't even real internet. Well, you had to use a modem. Yeah, you remember that? What do you need?
You had to have a landline, or you couldn't have internet. Unless you worked for the government, then you could have a T line or a satellite line.
And even that wasn't until later in life. That was, I guess they probably became a regular thing in the late 80s.
T lines were probably late 80s, and the satellites probably early 90s, late 90s.
And that was for geekier people. Think of it that way. A lot of people who were using computers when we were still using modems were a little bit more on the geekier side. They were because the computers took a little bit more effort then. The operating systems aren't like they are today that pretty much could wipe your ass for you. Those back then took work sometimes to get them to do what you wanted them to do.
A lot of
So
times you had to take the operating system on a floppy disk and load it up first before you could do anything.
there was a lot of stuff that was different.
Yeah, you Z genders and next genders and what have you. You have no idea how bad computers were 50, 60 years ago.
Oh no, Stephanie, when I started on computers, there was no operating system. There was DOS.
That is an operating system. It's
Yes,
it,
well,
DOS.
not technically it is. Technically
It is. It stands for disk operating system.
I know, but it's not really what
But
it's not what these people would consider an operating system. Jay, shh, you're gonna hurt these
It
people's
didn't have-
feelings now.
we didn't even have color screens. We
Oh,
didn't
no,
have color screens.
No, that was where the original Donkey Kong started out, and they had this little game that was in qubits, and it would throw qubit-looking bananas at things and blow it up.
And flaming barrels.
Yeah, it was so stupid, man. It was anyway. Oh no, it was the start of video. I mean, that's what it was. But DOS, for a person who's a geek, it's an operating system. For y'all who has never even used DOS, it's like a fucking nightmare from hell. DOS in the old days, if let's say you wanted to go to a website where you could access one, because a lot of those were closed circuit back then for colleges and military stuff. But anyway, there were places you could go. You might have to type in a paragraph to go somewhere. I'm not kidding you.
And if you're off by one character, you won't.
Oh yeah, you get a space in there or something. Nope, broken link. No, I'm telling you, it took work. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. I mean, and then Windows 3.0 came out, and everybody was like, "Wow, what's this?" And it was pretty cool. And then they had not you. What was it? What's the independent version called? Can't think of the name of it right now.
No, Windows and
No. There's an independent version that you find in the colleges all over the place. I can't think.
I don't know.
Linux.
Linux is a brand of IBM.
Well, then what is it called? What the hell is it? Not Unix. What the hell is it called? Anyway, there's an operating system.
Oh, you're talking Linux, not Linux. Linux or Lenovo. I'm sorry, Lenovo is an offshoot brand for.
Yeah, I know they're a computer.
Yeah, that's a computer brand, but it's an IBM like offshoot. It's made by IBM for college students. Linux is an operating system that's what's mostly used nowadays. I think still. I was just reading an article this afternoon that the first Voyager, which was launched in 1973, it's running on a program called Fortran, which is just as clunky as DOS.
Yes, that's their own personal geeky.
Hey Heidi.
System. Well, no, most Americans, most people in the world today couldn't operate DOS. You could learn, but you're just not going to go in there and do it. Yeah, and another thing is, I watch people talk about, I need to go do something in my registry. No, you don't. If you don't know what a registry does, don't ever go in there, ever. You fuck your whole damn operating system up. Just two little things, boom, 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 that damn thing will never work again. You just don't fuck around with registries if you don't know what registries do or how they work. And if you got to, for whatever strange reason you think you need to be in a registry, unless you're a geek, make sure you got either a book with detailed instructions or a video with detailed instructions. Well, you can search the registry all you want. Yeah, you can go in, or you can search the DOS. Yeah, well, I don't know if Windows 11, I haven't never looked to see if they've got a DOS window or a registry window. All the earlier versions did, but I don't know if I haven't really looked. I'm running Windows Pro. I haven't had any really reason to mess around with it. Yeah, 11 seems to be fine.
I don't know what this thing is running on, but I got an email about getting 11.
Oh, you might be on 10 because officially, last month actually was its last time. They're not updating it anymore after last month. It'll still run. It'll still be compatible for some stuff for a couple of years, but eventually.
I don't know. How do you tell what your operating system even is?
It's I'd have to see. It's usually you can find it pretty easy. You got to go into your where your startup system is or your Where is it on mine? Where am I? Am I on my Windows right here? Yeah. See, on mine, there's a little on the bottom's a little 4 squares. That's a startup. You can go in there and find out because you can go into system and system will tell you what it is. Or see if I knew what kind of that's not Notepad. I don't need Notepad.
Oh, here we go. It's telling me here on the computer. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, because it's usually all right there, so you can find it. Because some of that stuff you need, a lot of it's just you don't. But what's that, Jeremy? No, and I was going to do it today. I even thought about it this morning. I really did, and I got off into something else and forgot. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did, yeah. Oh no, I know what you're talking about. No, they give you if it's like Dell or something like that, they'll usually give you like a terabyte of cloud storage for free, or they used to. I know on this computer I have that much on it. Yeah. This is Inspiron. It's like a 580 or something. It's an 8 core. Yeah, it's just for I'm sorry, it's a 12 core. It's just for that. And it ain't got much RAM in it. It's only got like 8 gigs of RAM in it. It needs to be upgraded to at least 16. Personally, I'd like to have 32 or 64, but I don't do that much on this one, so I don't really need that much. 16 is very plenty. Yeah, that's geeking out. See, that's just geeking out.
Let me see here. I think I found it finally after all kinds of scrolling, but I think I found it. Processor AMD Ryzen 5 7. I have no idea. That's all gobbledygook to me. Where's the operating system? Doesn't say.
It should say operating.
Windows Edition 11, Windows 11 Home.
Oh well, you're good then. You just need to update it. It's probably set up to update on its own, but you probably somewhere around there it might say updated. Yeah, you might just need to update yours. It's okay, Johnny. I can't remember the damn name of the song. It's making me crazy. All I remember is he's singing. The girl comes in, knocks on this guy's apartment door, walks in, shuts the door, starts getting half undressed, walking around, dancing, jumps on the bed, starts doing splits and shit. And that's all I remember.
Hey, Shawnee.
Yeah, no, that's all I remember. I don't remember the damn name of it.
Hey, Sean.
I'm not going to text my kid and ask him.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, I'm not. Hey, man, how you feeling? No, I'm not. I'm not asking. You're crazy. Yeah. Have you been eating any steak?
The pain's gone away, but the breathing is there.
Wait, what? You broke up, right?
But the breathing is not good.
No, that's going to take way longer to get used to.
The pain is gone away. The breathing is the hard part.
Yeah. And that's going to take longer to get used to too. It's I've had a couple of friends going to see. Well, a good friend of mine, they took half his lung not that long ago. He's just now. It's been about a year and a half. He's getting where he lost a half a lung, so it's Martha lost. They took two lobes out of Martha's. And I think that's what she told me. And I know she was having a hard time. Now it's been a while. It's been a year, but then she had to go back through chemo again. She seemed like she was getting pretty much better after a few months. But like 7 or 8 months, she seemed to be picking up. But then she had to go back through treatment again. So let's see. What's that, Jackie? No, we're just talking about.
Yes, I am, Heidi, doing my breathing exercises.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, they got me this thing that I blow it. I suck up air, and if I go to 2,500, it practices the lungs. Helps.
Yeah,
I had one when I was in the hospital for kidney stone for 2 weeks. I know the device you have. They gave me one.
Yeah. But I'm back, guys. I am back.
Yeah, so you're back, man. Well, I should say I'm glad to hear you back. Since I'm not actually in this part of the room at the moment, I guess I should say I'm glad to hear you back.
Where are you at?
No, I'm here with you, but I'm looking for a video.
He got
while I'm
abducted
talking.
again, Sean.
No, I can't remember the name of this stupid blankety
What's that?
blankety fucking blankety video.
He got
Yeah,
abducted
yeah.
again. He's
He got
broadcasting
abducted.
from Mars.
Yes, broadcasting some weird ass place. No, what do you? Okay, look, people. A3 asshole, whatever the thing is. AI Atlas or 3i Atlas. Sorry. So far, I haven't seen you do anything that I'm worried about. No. When it grabs Jay, and I might get a little bit worried, but until then, I ain't worried about it.
Say, any new babies since I've been gone?
No new activity really.
Yes, but he forgot to tell you that the mother of this one hit him for child support. So apparently, when you have an alien baby, whoever keeps the baby has to pay the child support. How the fuck does that work? Only Jay could have that kind of luck, man. I mean, just saying, only Jay could have that.
You know, it's just dumped on me all of a sudden, you know.
Yeah, what the fuck, people? You got to tell us that shit ahead of time.
Yeah, man, they're really advertising or on the internet about that i3 triploid, whatever the freak it's called. That, what is it?
3i Atlas? That's what it's called. 3i Atlas.
3i Atlas. They're
Yes,
everyone is so
allegedly
afraid of this person or
Well,
this thing.
With a reason, because NASA just recently confirmed that it had a non-gravitational acceleration. I mean, something made it go faster.
Yeah,
And it
something
wasn't
that's not
gravity.
gravitational. Yeah, that was crazy.
So, and it's not gas from it, because if it was gas from it, it would reduce itself in, mass proportionate to how much gas it expends each time it accelerates.
No, it's got a couple problems. Its cone is pointing towards the sun when it should be pointing away from the sun.
Yeah.
So when an asteroid's coming through the plane, it heats up the front of the asteroid, makes the gases burn. The gases stream out the back as a tail.
It goes away from the sun.
Yeah, it goes away from the sun. Now this one, the tail's pointing towards the sun, like it's trying to slow down or something, or maybe change course.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it seems like it's speeding up. That has nothing to do with the gravitational speed. Now this thing has been designed to come to our solar system and pick up speed. They already know that.
Well, it entered our solar system on the planetary plane.
Yeah.
Meaning where the
Hyperbolic,
planets are, it came in at that level. It didn't come in from the top.
The hyperbolic orbit. Sorry, I couldn't get that out.
Well, it came in. I think what they mean to say is that it came in such a way that it was meant to come in virtually invisible until it was right on top of us, and that's what it did.
No. When they say hyperbolic orbit, that means it's lined up with the planets to pick up speed.
No, I know what hyperbolic orbit is. Yeah, what I'm saying.
But that's what they're talking about. That thing is
right. What they're saying, the way it came in is it came in on the planetary plane, on the ecliptic, where all the planets average out on, and when you do that, it's almost impossible for us to see you coming. So that seems kind of.
That's why they call you Doomsday Jay. Come on, what's your theory, Doomsday Jay?
Well, I'm just saying, if you want to send a probe to where you think there might be another intelligent civilization, you don't send it so they can see it before it gets there, because they might blow it up. You want to send it in such a way that it's basically in their blind spot behind their sun until they can't see it, until it's on top of them.
But think about what you just said. We've seen this thing of July of last year. That's how long we knew it's been going.
This year, July of this year.
No, but even if it was July of this year, that's still, man. And it's not going to even be here until December. That's 9 months we could be shooting at it.
Well, yeah, but at risk of making one big thing and
several
smaller things.
Think of it this way. The first one.
Elon Musk got all those damn satellites out there. Why don't he just knock it out?
Because he
It's
wants
not coming
to
anywhere
die,
near us.
man.
That's why. It's out by Mars. It's way far away from us.
So right now it's passing. It's coming out the other side of the sun, and it's going to pass by Earth on its way out, way the fuck away from us. It's not even supposed to come anywhere near us. But still, it'll be. See what happened was when it came through, as it was coming through, we were on the opposite side of the sun, and we're moving like this. It's going this way, and we're going this way, and we're coming around. There's going to be a point though that we're in the same side. It's just we'll be way over here, and it'll be way over there. And it's and then it's going to be gone. But according to the Australian, it came in at 74,000 miles an hour. Since it's been here, it passed Saturn, Jupiter, and then Mars to pick up speed. It's at 134,000 miles an hour. I mean, that's
cooking.
hauling ass.
It's cooking.
I mean, that's just hauling ass.
Yeah.
And then they think that's why maybe the comb was cutting out of the fronts, because it's positioning itself so as it's swinging around the backside, it can slingshot some more and pick up some more speed. The Europeans are saying it's going to break 200,000 miles an hour. So this thing, it was whatever it was doing, it was designed to come in. It must be every solar system it could gets in. It must be designed to use that solar system just like we do when we launch our satellites to use the planets.
It's an interstellar probe. It came in, it got the data, it's turning back to where it was launched from. Again, it's
not. It's going straight. It's not going to turn. It's not going back. It's going to keep going away from us, just like the other two did. They're going. Nobody even knows, and that's the bitch part. They can't even tell you where they're going.
Our atmosphere. Once these our galactic sphere, where our sun, when they pass.
Yeah, it came in at this side of our solar system, and it's leaving on this side.
And it doesn't mean like way out there it doesn't turn and go back to where it came from. It is still possible.
It is, but I doubt that's what it is. I mean, if you were going to change,
but then again, Joe, but then again, Joe, Doomsday J has an idea on how to bring it down. Launch all the freaking nuclear weapons we got. He'd be in heaven. Jay would be in heaven if he saw that would be dumb happening.
If it is a ball of ice and we hit it with nuclear devices, we're going to turn one falling deadly object into many falling deadly objects.
There's a good and a bad to that. One, if it's like they say, 34 miles across, it'd be much better to have a bunch of smaller objects, because the 34-mile one will be.
And if they're ice, even better. But it's not going to be like Armageddon. It's not going to be like and splits directly in two and goes around the planet and misses everybody. No, that won't ever happen. If we have something like that coming at us and we have to shoot at it, you want it to be mostly water ice, because at least a good bit of it will melt away, or at least turn to steam and cloud layers when it hits the atmosphere, instead of pelting the earth with iron and stone and other heavy stuff.
Do you think they have something already in plan to knock it out?
I doubt it.
If it came at us, no, I don't.
You're wrong. The one was cool, man. It's not even that. I mean, okay. It's traveling 134,000 miles an hour. First off, we got to catch up with it. That's. I don't even know if we can do that. Maybe, and it might take a decade to catch up with it.
We're traveling fairly fast too, but we're gravity bound to the galaxy. This thing is not.
Yeah. So we're stuck. No, James, we're stuck in our little solar system, slinging around like this, and this thing's cruising to whatever the next solar system is that it encounters. More than likely, this is a probe that just cruises through solar systems, gathers data, and sends the data home. Now, the thing about it is the probe itself may be old.
The ship on the other side of the galaxy. Who knows?
I don't think they, because if they're right, and it did come from where the WOW signal is, this thing's like 7 billion, 9 billion years old. So more than likely, this is just a ship that's passing through and sending data back. There's probably like some type of tachyon relay station or something that sends it back. Each one boosted it up, 10 or 12 times the speed of light until it gets there.
It still doesn't necessarily mean good news for us.
No, but yes and no. It's a good and bad news for us. It's good news. It means they're not going to get here in our lifetimes. Yeah. Now, for the rest of you,
there's that.
For your great grandchildren, people, it could be a little different story. But by then, we'll be more technologically advanced as well. But let's be honest about this. Any race that is that far away and can get here, we're pretty much screwed.
Oh yeah.
I don't really see how, because that means first off, the race is like 5 billion years old, and what are we? We're not even 1 billion years yet. No, a couple 100 million.
Our solar system is allegedly 4.5 billion. Yes. Our society is, let's just say, 1 million.
Yeah, Jay's being polite to you, apes.
Yeah. Being polite to us ape-like creatures.
Yes, you ape. Hey,
why, Jay? I haven't heard Doomsday Jay in a long time.
Our species
back into the groove of things. So
our species has been so interrupted by genetic experiments we really don't know how far back we go, but we keep finding new things. Like we've got hobbits. They actually have there's a breed they just found within the last 10, 15 years. It's a not Heidelbergensis. It's Floresiensis. It's so hard to pronounce. Homo floresiensis, and they were like 4 foot tall, just described just like the hobbits in Tolkien's world.
Jay, you can't call yourself a homo on this show. Sean, you let him get away with that,
dude.
He can't call himself a homo on the show.
I missed this.
Some of us are
homo is bad, man.
Bad.
The Democrats are going to come get you, and you live in Pittsburgh.
Good.
Or Pennsylvania, I mean. They coming for Jay.
Hey, Joe,
look, we were talking about you last night. Huh? A GW, wait, what?
He said that Alabama John wants to talk.
Let's talk to us about what?
He froze.
Yeah, he froze.
So when they stick that thing in, that's what
there he is. He's back.
You back? You froze, boss.
But that's what he was talking about right there, Joe. If you can see it.
Wants to talk to you right now, but hey, I said Alabama John a minute ago. Hey, you just put something in text. We'll even bring you up if you want to come up and talk. My stepmother wants to marry an alien. And I think this shows my stepmother is an alien.
Yeah, that was a TV show, a failed TV show, if I recall.
No, that was a TV movie with Kim Basinger and the guy from Ghostbusters and all sorts of other things. I can't think of his name right now. Oh, man.
Which one? The guy played Egon or?
No, not Egon and not Chevy Chase. The other one, the little chunky guy. I can't think of his name.
Dan Aykroyd, Ray Stantz.
It must have been Dan Aykroyd. It was Dan Aykroyd, actually.
Yeah. Heidi has a couple questions for you guys. She says, okay, I just confirmed that the cloud seeding planes are not on the few real-time flight maps I have looked on. And that tells me something about the federal government, ? The government shutdown. Possibility deals being made? ?
Well,
no, because the Democrats know that they've got the country by the short and curlies, and they're not letting go.
It's I haven't seen anything yet that on my my flight control thing I didn't see flying around. And you know what, too? Now I think about it, I haven't seen near as much stuff in the sky as I have in past years. I do notice that spraying is much heavier under Democrats than it is under Republicans. I noticed that under Trump's last term, there wasn't that much spraying. We didn't get them in reports. Under Obama, it seemed like 2 weeks before any event, the skies were just covered. And then I noticed when there were going to be like BLM rallies and stuff like that, they didn't spray because they wanted people to be angry and hostile. Well, Denise, a lot of people think that at least some of what goes on is a mood enhancer. So this all started because the United States, way back when, decided that in the event of some kind of crazy outbreak, they needed a way they could vaccinate the people without having to get them in lines and get shots and all that. So somebody came up with the idea of aerial vaccination. So come over and fly low and just spray the area, and everybody gets inoculated, and then move on to the next. And you probably would spray 2 or 3 times just to be on the safe side. That way, everybody.
If you talk to any doctor, will tell you the best and fastest way to get medicine without going into the vein with like an IV. They say the best and fastest way to get medicine to the bloodstream and to the brain is through the nasal passages with either steam or when my brother was a kid, he had this thing that took these like horse capsules that had like this powder in it, and you put them in this, like, you look like the engines off the side of the Enterprise, and you would stab the pill, and then he would go, and you'd have to suck this dry powder into his lungs in order it was like a steroid to like open his lungs up so he wouldn't have asthma attacks. So I mean, think about where we've come from for that. I mean, just think about those kind of medicines. That was some nasty shit right there.
But that's what it started with. That was the first. Let's see if we can spray in the air, and then scientists there was a German scientist I think they had gotten from World War
Sherry.
II, and a British scientist that were working in the United States with a science here, saying that they could do neurosciences and stuff like that through drugs sprayed aerial. So not only they say could you spray it aerially to change the way people's mood and enhance them, but you could do a EMF signal underneath everything to actually set the moods and tamp to make them aggravated. And we do know in Arizona they were running experiments with L frequencies, ultra low frequencies, to see if it would change people, and it did make people mean and angry. And then we see where it caused damages to inner ears and did all kinds of stuff actually.
Well, you know what else they did with the same kind of experiments? They tested this in like police, like drunk tanks and overnight holding cells and that kind of thing. And they found when they painted the interior of these holding cells, whether it was an overnight drunk tank or whatever you want to call them, when they painted them with like neon colors, like neon green and pink and orange and those kind of colors, we had less arguments and less fights in those rooms. When they painted it like red and blue and purple and green and other like vibrant regular colors, it was fisticuffs all night long. Dudes fighting constantly, especially under the color red.
So when you go to Hamburg College, one of the first things McDonald's teaches you is what colors make people eat, and it has to be a neon to start off with. Neon works the best. It relaxes you the best. It makes you hungry the best. Yeah, I mean, and there's been lots of billions of dollars spent in this research to find out what it is. You'll notice when you walk into a restaurant, and especially those ones that have lights all the way around the inside, like a box where it glows up on the ceiling. First, you'll notice the place is much quieter than most restaurants are. People aren't yelling or hollering and talking real loud to talk over each other. It's matter of fact, you usually won't even see somebody on their cell phone. You'll just see people chatting. People without it, I didn't become a believer until I managed for them for a couple of years as a general manager, and I realized, wow, it makes a difference. Because in the beginning, I was they put me in a couple of different stores, and 4 of the stores had them, the lights, 2 of them didn't, and you could see the difference. You could even see the difference in the cleanliness of the store. It was crazy. I did that. I had I kind of semi-retired when I was real young. I got out the Navy. I made a bunch of money real fast, way faster than anybody my age should have. And so Linda and I were on the coast one weekend. We came up for was it Stevie Nicks? No, it was a Rush, Foreigner, and Journey. I don't know. It was 3 big ones. We came up for the concert. No, it was Stevie Nicks. I'm sorry, it was Stevie Nicks. And Rush was a different concert. So anyway, we came up for the concert. We hung out. We spent the night. Next day, we were driving home. We seen a sign that said "For Rent," apartment on the beach. We went and talked to the guy. It was only $450 a month. Could you imagine that? On the beach? On the beach, man.
Yeah.
Big sliding glass doors downstairs.
How much do you want to have, buddy?
and they even paid the cable and the water. All you paid was the electricity and the rent. I was like, wow.
Probably.
No, that's all we paid. And they had an RV lot behind us, where people would come and stay. So you always get to talk to people. It was kind of cool. But we were right on the beach. And then right on the corner, they had USA Fun Park. It was a great place to live. And my son was only like this tall at the time. And but we commuted for a while, and then we just finally moved up there because I had put a good bit of money. I said, well, we'll just retire for a while and see how things go. And we stayed up there for a while. But working in Mississippi and living in Mississippi is 2 entirely different things. Yeah, I remember a guy offered me a job. I was just, I think I might have to go back to work. I'm spending too much money. And they start offering you salaries. And I'm like, nope, I'm moving back to New Orleans. They're like, what? I said, yeah, I'm not working for them. I'm the bleep out of this place, my friend. Well, you get spoiled. Whether it's $5 an hour, $10 an hour, $100 an hour, $5,000 an hour, you learn to live within your means. Yeah, if you're one of the ones that are filthy, stinky rich, then you live that way. Except for 1 or 2 movie stars I see still kind of live poor, even though they're filthy, stinking rich.
Adam Sandler allegedly is one of those.
Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu's another one.
Yeah. So who's he with now? I thought him and what's her name split up. The Jupiter Ascending girl.
I have no idea.
I would have to look and see.
Some lady that looks old.
Denise, no, you thinking of Kaylee?
I don't know her name.
Kaylee Coco, whatever her name is. Yeah.
Here, Cuoco. Yeah, she's married to somebody.
Yeah, she did get married now. Oh, no, and Steven, you're talking about the Viagra woman. That's not a girl. That's a woman, my friend. Oh, yeah, she looks like she might hurt your ass. Sophia Viagra, is that what her name is? Yeah.
Well, Keanu Reeves is dating somebody named Alexandra Grant, who apparently has shut down some idea about marriage.
Ooh, go Keanu.
Yep.
Yeah, Miley Kunis, yeah, she's got kicked to the curb, I heard. Maybe somebody couldn't keep it in their pocket.
Hmm.
Well, they got 2 kids together, don't they? I thought they had 2 kids together.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the skinny guy, I think, did the best out of everybody on the series because he went out and played Spider-Man. He's done a lot of roles.
He wasn't Spider-Man. He was Venom.
Oh, that's right. It was Venom. I always want to call him Spider-Man, too. He used to piss my son off like you wouldn't believe. No, he's been in a lot of them.
You ever watched the movie Dogma?
The what?
Who?
Did you ever watch the movie Dogma?
No.
Dogma.
No, I haven't.
I haven't seen it.
You have to. You have to, Jay. You have to, Joe. And we can have a show on it. Blow you away.
You look it up.
Ben Affleck was in it. He was he was the angel Gabriel or one of the angels, and
I kind of like him.
This more.
Yeah, nothing like a gorgeous sunset.
Who's the blonde hair guy in
Matt Damon?
The hair comedian who always cussed. No. Well, he's in the movie too. But somebody in Jay, what are they? They swear and scream and smoke pot on their movie shows.
George Carlin's in it.
Yep. It's funnier than hell.
Linda Fiorentino, she's hot. She's in it.
Really blows you away on what they came up with that movie, man.
Directed by Kevin Smith.
That's it. Kevin Smith and his partner, his blonde-haired kid. Were they funny?
It just says writer-director Kevin Smith. That's it.
You have to look it up. You have to watch it, man. I'm telling you,
I'm looking at it right now on IMDb.
It makes you think. It really makes you think. George Carlin's the Pope.
Oh Lord.
Alanis Morissette plays God. It's a crazy.
Alan Rickman's in it too. Cool. Chris Rock.
Yeah, he's the voice of God. He's the voice of God. And Salma Hayek. Oh my God! But there are a lot of good actors, and it really makes you think.
The voice of Murray Jones. Well.
What else?
That was disgusting. Whatever that was. Know. What's that?
George Carlin is Cardinal Glick.
Oh, Cardinal. Yeah. It's something. I enjoyed it. Kevin Smith can really write movies, man. He's a good writer.
I don't get to watch many movies anymore like I used to.
So he's Silent Bob, and the other guy is Jason Mewes, who plays Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
So this is basically just a Jay and Silent Bob movie with them not being themselves.
Oh, they were themselves on that Dogma show movie, and oh my God, they cussed. Oh, not the blonde-haired kid. All he did was cuss and wanted to get into girls' pants. You know, they were sent to protect the girl. because she was the Virgin Mary and they're protecting her. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Heidi, have you ever seen the movie? Anybody out there seen the movie Dogma?
Dogma. One of these late nights when I'm hanging out, maybe after or Friday nights after news. On the flip side, I'll have to watch it.
You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll laugh your ass off, and then it'll make you think. It will make you think.
Okay, what is this about? Okay. What the hell? Oh, there we go. That's scary looking. Damn. I wasn't expect to see that for a minute.
Hey, Sally Ford. How are you, hon? Good to see you. See, Sally has seen it. It's been a while, though. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. No, I don't know either.
What are you looking for, Jeff?
I was just looking for a song, but I guess I don't know. Can't remember the name. It's making me crazy. I'll just have to leave it when I'm not doing anything. When I'm working on websites tomorrow and the next day. Got a lot of website stuff coming up to get taken care of. Always fun stuff, you know. I usually just put some music on, put them on the big speakers, and just jam out while I'm working.
I thought that was Jay's job to get the mood songs.
Well, this is something. No, this is just something that's bugging me because I can't remember the name of the damn song. It's just I don't know if I think it's a Police song actually.
Bad Boys.
It's I don't know why I can't remember the damn name of it though. Hopefully, when I see it, it'll pop into my head. I guess I could text my son and my stepson. They probably right off the bat. When I said skanky girl dancing on bed half naked, they would know what the song was. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, Big Joe, it's this song." All right for you. Ouch. What is that, Reese? The shutdown. Look, the shutdown. I'm not even know what to say about the shutdown. Makes me nervous. Sooner or later, it's going to cause a really big problem, especially when airports. Can you imagine people on Thanksgiving that can't go anywhere?
Oh my Lord!
That means so by next week, or maybe in 2 weeks, it'll be so backed up. Everybody will have to start changing their plans. A lot of stuff that would be normally flying will be going across the country in trucks, and everybody will be driving. You know what?
The roads won't be able to handle it.
Well, the roads can handle it. I just don't think the people can handle it. It's yeah,
I don't know.
A lot
of the roads going west from
here. Well, the midterms are coming up
north and south. There are only 2 lanes both ways. I don't think the roads can handle that much volume.
No, I mean I know Interstate 10, Interstate 20, Interstate 40.
On this Tuesday coming up.
That's not midterms. That's just elections. Midterms is next year. No, 2026. Yeah, this is the New York mayor's election is Tuesday. We'll get to see if we have a common run in New York. There's a few other elections around the country too, but then after that, it's midterms.
I think that we need to, you know, I don't know how you guys look at it. The guy calls himself a democratic socialist. The way he's been talking, I call him a communist.
He is.
Well, he sounds like a communist. Yeah, he sounds like a communist.
Sounds like a communist.
He definitely sounds like a communist.
What's that lady that's the mayor of Los Angeles? What's her name? That idiot.
Karen Bass. Karen Bass.
Yeah, Karen Bass. He sounds just like her, but worse. He wants to make the bus system free. All the homeless are going to invade the bus system since it's free. They can't be kicked off. They don't have to pay for it. Guess what? They're going to sleep on the buses. The buses are going to stink like shit.
Doesn't he want to bring? Hey Jay, no burping, buddy. Sorry. Sierra Law up in New York. Does he want to do that?
Do I do what?
what is that? Where the women Sharia law or whatever it's called?
Sharia law. If he gets that across, I don't think that's going to work.
Oh wait, I'm glad y'all brought that up because this is another Democratic bullshit that screwed the country over. So in 1967, the Democrats voted to do away with, it's the Communist Act of 1954, where they passed it if you were a communist, you couldn't run for office. A lot of things you couldn't do.
Right.
Well, and I think it was in 66, the Democrats passed a law and changed that. And the Republicans got it all the way up to the Supreme Court, but it was a liberal controlled court at the time. And so now if you're a communist, you can be president of the United States. How in the fuck is that?
Well, you can apparently be mayor of New York City. I think. Are we going to do polls tonight? I don't know if you want to or not, but I'm into it. But they were saying that he's still got like at least a minimum 1% lead ahead of Cuomo, who's the Democratic running independently.
So you got to stop and ask. That's another thing. You got to stop and ask them. So just the other day, he was 15, 18 points ahead. Some places he was 25 points ahead of Cuomo.
Yeah, well, see, this is the one case where I would not vote party. I would not vote for the Republican candidate, which is Sliwa. It seems like a nice guy. He could probably do it. I don't know. But Cuomo's got the higher steam. This is the one case where I'd go across party lines. I'd vote Cuomo. I'd give him a chance as an independent. Because I think getting Zoran that guy into office is going to be a huge, huge bad thing for not just New York City, but the whole state.
No, I agree. And it's not even just what it's going to do to the state, because, the repercussions of a lot of the billionaires leaving, the stock market transferring down to Texas or to Florida. They've been approved to build their own stock market now. So
they're not building their own stock market. They're building a spot for New York. Yeah. Thank you, Sherry.
Well, no, they gave them the right to trade stocks there. So even if New York don't come, they can still trade stocks. Moving out of
New York. If this dude wins, I guarantee you, most of your big businesses are going to. Yeah, most of the big businesses will too. I mean, Saks.
No, mainly because they can't be associated with
Macy's,
communists. Yeah, because people are going to be like, "Well, dude, we're not gonna. You do business in a communist state. We're not going to do business with you."
You think they're going to hold, Fashion Week in New York? No. Think Mom Donnie's gonna let Fashion Week happen with all those LGBTQ people running around? He'd lose his freaking little mind, a little communist bastard.
He's I don't know how he thought he was going to, but if New York puts him in, and this is what bothers me.
He's still tracking after that video where he said, if the boot of the NYPD is on your throat, it was laced up by the IDF. The dude's a commie.
Oh, you bastard. Well, so I did like some of the things people had put out. Some of those memes and videos are out where he's holding a detonator button and he's blowing up the Twin Towers and he's blowing up the bus stations and he's blowing up the subways. First off, New York, and someone from New York call in, because I would really like to hear this from a New Yorker, because at this moment, I think y'all have lost your fucking mind.
Yeah.
So the people who blew the fucking Twin Towers up, you're going to put in charge of your city. Is that right? Because Muslims are Muslims. Because remember this, people. Muslims are not a religion. Muslims are a society. You need to go read and see exactly what they are. It's much more than religion.
Islam, it's a way of life. Religion.
Yes. Being a Muslim means this is a way of life.
Do you remember even just the fact that he's a creep? Do you remember the video of him like holding a rose out and proposing to the city of New York, "Please let me be your mayor"? I mean, he's a creeper.
No, but I remember the video where he's in a
let me find it.
An apron and he's dancing in a taco truck with no shirt on. I remember that video.
Yeah, I didn't see that one, but let me find the one. There's one where he's like, it's a campaign commercial for him where he holds a rose out and begs the city to let him be mayor. It's creepy.
Yeah, Sherry has a good point. Yep, look what the Muslims are doing in England.
Yeah, but they're starting to rebel over there finally, sort of. Yeah, England had fallen, but you know what happened? England got a reprieve when Trump went over there and met with the king, met with the prince, met with the prime minister, and said, "Look, prime minister, you need to get your immigration under control, and you can't tell people what they can put on social media." So right now they're working on, trying to work on getting the social media laws repealed. They kicked the Muslim out of London, the guy who'd been running it. And I don't know if another one took over or not, but it did look like they were trying for some type of reforms over there to get away from that. And we see what happened in the Scandinavian countries. Rape and hostile and violent crimes went up like 800%. So they started kicking them out and taking their countries back. But what's more important, think about this. Every Scandinavian country prior to this was a liberal country. It was like talking to somebody from New York, or worse, talking to somebody from California. They're not now. They're conservative. They learned a valuable lesson. Liberals are fucking stupid. I mean, you just don't let in immigrants. You don't unvetted immigrants in by the millions. That's just stupid. You don't know who you're letting in your country. I mean, you may be letting an invading force in. 1 million people is a lot of people. That's a nice little army inside somebody's country that couldn't have got in no other way. So, we have to take those kind of things in consideration. Not everybody loves America, people. A lot more love us today thanks to Trump, though. It's funny. It shows you how the world changes. So Trump's first presidency, the world wasn't all that great with Trump. I mean, besides, mostly liberals anyway, but they didn't really like Trump all that much. This time, the world really likes Trump. And it's weird how they like him. First off, the Middle East, with the exception of maybe Iran, and even Iran probably believes it too. They think Trump's like the emperor. That's what they think. The king of Saudi and the prince of Saudi both said that, and the guy who runs Qatar basically said the same thing. He's basically our emperor now. They think he's the most influential president in the last 200 years. Their words, not mine. The woman who heads up the EU, the one that was calling Trump orange head man and all kind of stuff, has said now on 2 different occasions that he is probably the most influential man in the world in the last 150 years. That's a huge compliment. I mean, there have been some serious men like Churchill out there and other serious leaders. That's a serious compliment. I mean, and she said, like, when they attacked Iran, that he was the right guy at the time for the right job because only he could do it without starting World War III. I mean, those are compliments. And then Japan, I thought he was going to kiss the lady prime minister there, and the emperor loves him. So that was another just great visit. South Korea was a great visit. Most of the Asian world was a great visit. England was a great visit. I mean, and people say, "Oh, the world hates him." Really? Where? What was it? Was it the Spanish or the Italian woman? I think it's the Spanish woman, the leader. I thought she was going to French him right there on the spot, man. I was like, damn, look at this shit.
You mean the Italian girl, the blonde?
Yeah, is that who it is? She got the little short hair. I can't.
Yeah, Italy.
Yeah, man. I was
Melani's her name.
Hey, Sally, how you doing? No,
there we go.
You forget, Sally. I was a liberal for a long time, and part of my views still are very liberal today. But I can't put up with liars and people who hurt children. It's not in who I am. Anytime you tell me, "Oh, I'm going to let a 5-year-old be mutilated because I'm a teacher at school and think that's okay," oh no, I can't deal with you. Anytime everything comes out of your mouth turns out to be a lie. I mean, it's like the Russia, the Jan 6. I mean, everything they've said in the last decade has been a lie, and now it's pouring out all over the place, and people are going to go to jail for it. I mean, it's just disgusting. I was a big Democrat. I liked being a Democrat until the party just became this. Oh, well, it's okay if 6'3", 280-pound guys goes and plays sports with a 150-pound, 5'5" girl. Yeah, okay. And who fucking thought that was a good idea? And so things like that piss me off, Sal. Yes, but I'm not anti-abortion. I'm not anti-free speech, which the Democrats are. Remember, Joe Biden stifled free speech, made Facebook. He had the FBI over there going to meet with them once a week, telling them what they could post. Yes, we were living under a fascist. So anyway, But I still love you, Sally. I understand, baby. I do understand. I understand where you're coming from. I have been rather hard on the liberals lately, especially with this Schumer shutdown shit.
Okay, I found it. You guys ready to be creeped out? Oh my gosh.
Oh no, here we go.
So creepy. And let me get it up on the stage. Go over there. This is his 30-second. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What the hell is this shit, man?
I messed up. I hit the wrong damn button. Let me try this again.
No, y'all wouldn't like. I'd be way too mean to be president.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah, me and probably be in the cabinet.
And we go to that. All right, ready? Here we go.
You deserve better. You deserve to be able to raise your family here.
Please.
To be safe. To travel where you need to, free of cost and worry. You deserve someone who works as hard as you do, who thinks about you every second of the day. That's the kind of mayor I promise to be. New York, will you accept this rose?
Paid for by Zoran for NYC.
Hag bastard.
Creepy. Is that not creepy or what? That's the creepy. Will you accept this rose?
I know, even Fiona was like, that is just skanky. Fiona gave him the paw.
Creep. Man. It is the creepiest dude. Will you accept this rose?
That's all. I wasn't generalizing. Look, it is an entire group of people. Your party, if you're a liberal, has let this shit go on. So no, it's not generalizing. That's you always judge everyone by their behavior. I've lived by that my entire life. I don't give a shit what color you are, what sex you are, or any other fucking thing for that matter. I only care about your actions.
Words.
That's right. That's how I was raised, and that's how I live. And right now, the Democrats' actions are deplorable.
Yeah.
They're despicable. That's what they are now. I mean, come on, their own people were on television just the other day saying, well, if there has to be pain, there just has to be pain. Really? And before anybody asks, as the shutdown goes, I think both parties are complete and utter asses here. But I understand both sides' principles on why they won't stop. But meanwhile, everybody else is going to get screwed. And then, so the Democrats said, well, you can feed the SNAP people, man. You can feed them. Yeah. Okay, yeah, maybe.
Maybe they ought to just let the Democrats get their thing written in, and then Trump can go executive order. Nope, it's out, and he can line veto it when it gets across his desk.
Yeah, but then it has to go back for a vote, so he can't do it. So it's it's bullshit, Gene. I mean, so wait, let me get this right. So, these dividend cuts are coming up at the end of this year, right? You're the Democratic Party. You're supposed to be to protect us, the people. We, the fucking people, you, the fucking Democrats, are supposed to be protecting us. So you wait 1 week before a government shutdown and say, okay,
it's not going to take that long.
I want this list. Okay, first off, there's no time in the history of the United States that any deal made over healthcare was done in 1 week, ever. 6 months, 9 months, maybe 1 week, never. It's never, ever happened, and it's fucking not going to start happening now. On top of that, they wanted to remove the plan that keeps illegals off of the healthcare. Trump made it so that if you're an illegal in this country, you can't get healthcare in this country. But the Democrats want that repealed. Okay, that's then on top of that, they want $1.5 trillion towards healthcare on the cuts. And wait, there's more. And on top of that, they want another $150 or $200 million on frivolous things like how to educate people in Saudi Arabia about LGBTQ. There were several things like that.
Why is that our job to do that? Screw that.
Wait. $5 million. I forgot what country over there, how to properly use a condom. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we've talked about this. That's not going to work.
It's and there's more than that, and that's why I always tell people, go read the bill yourself. Last I checked, it was still available. You still could read it. And there's a lot of stupid, frivolous stuff. 4 million this, 5 million that, 6 million this. And you know what this is? These are payoffs, ladies and gentlemen. That's not money ever going to any of those things. What What? All right, Sal, you're going to go fly over to the Middle East and see if they're over there showing guys how to use condoms? No, you're not. Neither am I.
No, they did. They did that way back in. I remember in high school in the 80s, they did that. They had like, I don't know what group it was, but one of those, I guess, bleeding heart liberal groups went over to Africa with millions of dollars of condoms and showed them how to operate the condoms. But they showed them how to use the condoms on peeled bananas. And so they left, a bunch of, packages of condoms for the villages they visited, and they left. And then they came back months or years later. I don't know what it was. And, they're using the condoms for? To preserve their peeled bananas in the refrigerator with the condoms. They weren't using them for contraception. They were using them like Ziploc baggies for bananas.
So anyway, there's a lot of frivolous money on there, and all of that have to be negotiated out. The Republicans are not going to let any of that go through. And they're definitely not going to let illegals back on healthcare. It's not going to happen. That's a non sequitur. It's just not going to happen. And I don't want them on there. That means we got to pay for that. You and Sherry and Sally and Jay and Sean.
Coming out of money. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, getting back to what I was getting ready to say. So the agriculture said they got about $5.5 billion they can use if they have to for food stamps. Okay, now the bill's $8 billion. So what are they going to do? Are they going to just leave some people off, or are they going to just divide that amongst the people? And everybody's going to get like a 20% reduction or a 10% reduction or what? But then the, what do you call them? Air Traffic Controllers Union said that if that happens, they're going to sue because why are they getting money and they're not getting money? Because they got kids at home they got to feed too. And wives and themselves and all sorts of other shit. And they're working absolutely for free on a stressful, dangerous job. Well, they got a point. And not the only one. There's other federal employees that are not getting paid. And I said this yesterday. I'm going to say this again from now on. After this shutdown is over, there needs to be a fucking bill passed that Congress does not get a check until this is resolved. And they don't get back pay. So you don't get no check the whole entire time we're at a standstill. And when you come back, you don't get a back pay. You just start from where you were. Because you don't get paid because you weren't working. That's why you have to be working to get back pay. At least with a lot of the federal people, they're still working, so they should get back pay. Okay, that's the way it is. That's games y'all want to play. So, MSNBC got backed into a corner yesterday because they were saying about who starts all of these. Well, come to find out, like the last 6 were all Democratic. All Democrats started the shutdown. So, there's a lot to say about it. And it pisses me off because there's values that the Democrats used to have that I really found part of my who I am. But today they don't have those values anymore. Today they're somewhere else. And the Republicans aren't really all that much better. Today they seem to have found some balance in their party, and they seem to become much more diverse than they used to be. And they do seem to be caring more than they used to be, but they're still, not there either. They still want to beat you over the head with something and make you try to think their way instead of just saying, okay, look, we can all do this by doing it this way.
Hey, Joe, Sally got a good question for you. Sally has a good question.
What you got?
Do you all ever think about how money is just numbers on a screen and all of this is bullshit?
Well, money for the most part is just numbers on screen.
Right now, yeah, but very few people use cash.
Yeah. It is a lot of numbers on the screen. And you know what? If you're talented and gifted and you know how to shift monies around, you can be a millionaire in no time at all. Also, thank you very much. I reach now. BTC people.
Yeah, wasn't it Richard Pryor was the bad guy in Superman 4 where he came up with a program where there was like fractions of pennies left over after payroll, and he wrote a program that collected those fractions of pennies that were just sitting in the Ethernet, I guess, and paid himself out with that, and eventually became a millionaire.
That's quarter cents, huh? Yep. So when officially are we going to stop using the penny?
I don't know.
I don't think we are. Don't they want to get rid of them?
That's what they said. They said they couldn't make them. They said they couldn't make them anymore.
Why can't
they weren't going to make them? Because it costs too much. It costs like 10 cents for every 1 penny or something. We're losing our butts off every time we make a penny.
Oh shit! Yeah, okay.
It might not be that bad, but I mean, it was that was the whole point, that it was costing us more than it was worth. What I didn't understand is, okay, if that's true, why not switch to a different kind of metal?
Look at all the copper there.
That's what I'm saying. Why not just switch to a different kind of metal, something that's worth less, or change the size of them, or thin them out.
They did it in 1943. 1943 to steel penny. Why can't they go back to that?
They probably could. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
steel penny probably costs more than copper.
You know, it's gonna piss off a lot of people because, you know, they like that $9.99, you know, $9.99,
yeah,
$9.99, you know, or $199.99. People like that because it don't go to that 200 mark, or that 500 mark, or that 1,000 mark. $9.99.99. I mean, that's gonna piss a lot of them off, and that means everything's gonna be in what, 5 cents now. Everything's gonna be a nickel, so it's $95.95. How the hell is that gonna work out? You're gonna have to round up or round down, right?
But they typically, when they're doing tax, they typically round up anyway. So
yeah, so we'll have to see. That's it. What about a giant eagle? What are you talking about, Dan? Sally, are you smoking that little shit?
Giant Eagle did do a mass collection of pennies. So no, Giant Eagle did. They collected a lot of pennies today, and I still, Sally, I don't understand why they did that. What's it do?
What the fuck are you two talking about? Do you know what they're talking about? They're on crack, aren't they?
No idea what they're talking about. No.
What are you two talking about, man? With the giant eagles? What, some eagles swooped down, grabbed a basket of pennies, and took off with the shit? What the fuck are y'all talking about?
I'm from Pittsburgh. The store is to work for.
Hey, see how you been, man?
Long time no see. Of pennies this afternoon.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right.
Look it up.
Yeah. Because listen, you could sell your penny back for whatever the difference is. It's 3 cents, 5 cents, 9 cents, whatever it costs. Whatever the copper's worth in it, you can sell them back to the government for. So if you've got like 1 billion pennies and each penny's worth, say, 5 cents more than what you know.
That's true.
I mean, well, there's other reasons people might be getting copper right now.
It's a good thing. Sally, I think they want the copper too.
They might want the copper. We could find ourselves in war. I mean, the president wants to beef up all of our nuclear stuff.
It's like $4 a pound.
Well, that ain't shit, man. Chihuahua meat costs more than that. With that, yeah. No. Wait, who are we talking about now? We said Dexter and who? We were gonna put you. We had you teamed up with somebody the other night, Dexter. Who the fuck was it? Damn, I can't remember who it was. They were talking about chopping up people and shit. It was somebody was on with it. Damn, I can't remember who it was now. I told him I was going to introduce him to Dexter. Yeah, I can't remember who the hell it was.
Man. Now, bring him back on.
It's
damn straight. Yeah, I got some.
No, on this show next.
Cut no meat lately for about 2.5 weeks.
No, Karen. On this show next week, we have a guest. Yes. Yeah, I'll look up the information in a few minutes, but yeah, we have a guest on this show next week. Yes, and then we got a couple of guests coming up on UFO Undercover. Well, we got the on News on the Flip Side, Christmas Eve, we have the girl Chippendales coming on with us. Unfortunately, that's a pay-per-view show. So
yeah, John's gonna break up the brass ball and dance for the ladies.
No, these are the Chippendale girls. These aren't Chippendale guys.
Dance right.
It's
been a while. I think I can only dance for about 3 minutes without getting winded.
Nah, we're gonna get you one of them breathers like they got in Dune that attaches to the side of it. You hit the button and it forces oxygen in. You're like, oh yeah, man. What's that, Jeffrey? The end of the world as you know it. Look, it's been the end of the world as I know it since I've been fucking live. What are you talking about? It's like every decade, it's a whole new planet.
But you know what? I feel fine.
I feel fine.
It's the end of the world as I know it, and I feel fine.
Mm.
Can I tell you my definition of fine?
No what? Wait, some reason you're.
My definition of fine is fucked up and.
Oh man,
am I breaking up now?
No, you're
every
fine.
now and then you do. Yeah, you were, but you stop. I feel fine. I like the one. Which one with the grapes singing?
What the hell's going on, guys?
The grapes. I don't know.
You're doing it fine now, Sean.
Yeah, you're 5 by 5 now.
Heard it through the grapevine.
Yeah, heard it through the grapevine. There we go.
Okay. For Sean, there's O2 bars here and there with IV hangover concoctions. Huh.
Well, you can buy,
fine. Fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional.
Well, you can also buy it at the hardware stores. They have, it's like it looks like a can, like a spray can with like an oxygen mask on one end. But it's, if you remember Spaceballs, there's the one scene where Mel Brooks, he opens up his drawer and takes out a can of Perry Air, and he opens it and he sniffs it. So you can buy oxygen, just a portable for a quick blast. You really can.
You do know you can buy air in a can too. They still sell that. I could that too.
Canned air, but that you can't breathe that kind of stuff. It'll get you high.
They do. You know what else they sell too? You know what else they do? They sell generic water.
Okay, I'm not even sure what a fucking generic water is.
Yeah, and if you go to the left-handed store, Sean, you can get a bag of dehydrated water. All you got to do is add water.
Oh Lord! I wasn't with these guys. No, they're on.
I'm gonna have to buy. I'm gonna have to buy one and show you guys, man.
Yeah, they're on crack tonight. The hidden occult roots of modern intelligence agencies. That's a pretty good topic there, man. The hidden occult roots of modern intelligence agencies. That is what our good buddy Sean Hazlitt will be talking about tonight.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the aliens probe him.
Cool.
Well, I mean, you look at World War II. I mean, Hitler had a whole division of guys just looking at occult subjects. I mean, they were all over India, Egypt, everywhere.
Yeah, because there was some truth to what was being said. Yeah. They have found things, people have witnessed things, and Hitler must have seen or experienced something himself because he had no doubt that it was real. It wasn't even like a thing to him. So he had seen something. Or maybe from some of the experiments they'd done, he had learned some stuff because we don't know what all kind of experiments they performed. Now, I'm hearing a lot of them were pretty horrific. So.
Yeah, they were.
Huh? Yeah, he did some really nasty stuff.
Jeffrey, God, people are ignorant. So what are you talking about? The Democrats freed the slaves. What are you on, fucking crack?
Oh, good question, Sally. Do you guys think maybe the wealthy are hoarding resources like precious metals because ET wants them?
No, because ET can get them unhindered. So if they need them, they can take them from them at any point. So whatever they do is going to affect ET.
So when it's funny about the resource thing because it is cool and you would think that's a good idea, but so everything you can find on Earth you can find in the asteroid belt in abundance. Yes, and much easier to get to. It doesn't matter how you mine it.
If you're spacefaring, yes.
Yeah, well, that's what we're talking about. Aliens are spacefaring. So it's
not so easy for us, but yeah, for them, no problem.
Well, Jackie, okay, well, I'll go with you. Let's say they're dimensional. So if they're dimensional, they would go to planet Easy. I'm sure there's a lot of dead Earths out there.
Dragons in the room.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of dead Earths out there if you're going to go dimensional portal hopping.
Well, how many solar systems have a popped fourth or fifth planet that's just like it formed and it got exploded or whatever?
No, but I mean if you're hopping like this guy's talking about like the sliders thing, if that's true, then every chance on this Earth that there was a place we could have blown ourselves up, which has been thousands of, that means there's thousands of worlds that are dead somewhere. And there's thousands of worlds that are and there's Hitler worlds, there's American worlds, there's United worlds, there's deep spacefaring worlds. Anything you can think of is going to be out there. If you start crossing dimensions, yes, or even multiverse. So then it gets really sticky. So we can cross the multiverse and dimensions. So I can be in this universe and cross the dimensions and then leave one of those dimensions in another universe, in another dimension, and be in another dimension, in another universe somewhere else. That shit don't even make sense.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, we're time travelers anyway, in any sort of a sense. If you go say from New York to Los Angeles, if you drive there, it takes you time. You're traveling forward in time, so by the time you get there, it is the future.
Forward, you're going backwards, Jay.
No. If we're
going out to California, we are driving
backwards.
Backwards.
Yeah, it's 3 hours.
Not taking into account the different time zones. So that's an invention of man. But going from New York to California or vice versa, it's going to take an X amount of time to go from A to B. And so by the time you get to B, you have traveled forward into the future to that point in the future. From the past, you have traveled forward in time.
That's a little too.
And Sally,
that's a little confusing.
Yeah. So right now, the resources are being hoarded mainly by Europe, the Chinese, and the United States. And China tried to pull this shit the other day on all the rare earth minerals. China decided they're going to crack down on them and all. Okay, that's fine because they control a lot of them. But unfortunately for them, there are some already in the United States, and there's a lot in the Americas that we can get our hands on. It just means we'll have to take the time and process it ourselves. It wasn't so much that there was that many rare earth minerals in China itself. They were just set up to process it. And we had talked about this on an episode of on the News on the Flip Side 20 years ago, that's what China was up to. But we could figure it out 20 years ago, and our government's just figuring it out now, right?
Just now getting yeah.
I mean, that is itself is just effing scary.
They also have laxer laws on their mining systems and the way that they strip mine and whatnot. So they're really more geared up to do it without getting into trouble. If Trump were to do it here in America, he'd be running all. I mean, you think they're giving him flack over the ballroom? Wait till he starts, strip mining Montana. I mean, they'll just lose their shit.
Well, I mean, right now we can get that in other places in South America. So, and we can get them in places as well as Africa too. So,
we made that we can't get Australia for rare earths. So, we don't really necessarily need to deal with China. China needs to deal more than we do.
And China still wants our mainstream chips, and Trump hasn't agreed to give him. They agreed to give him some chip technologies. And everybody's like, well, they'll just develop it themselves. And then I said, well, if they could have, they would have already done it. They could come up with those chips we use in those F-35s and those F-22s. They would have already done it. Trust me.
Have you seen their J-35 fighter jet?
Yeah, that piece of crap.
It looks exactly like our F-35. I mean, identical.
The bad part is, though, it's way noisier and it leaves a smoke trail. So even if it could go stealth, you could still see the damn because it leaves a heat trail. Oh, no, a couple of heat-seeking sidewinders take that thing out in a matter of seconds. No, Japan.
M9 Sidewinder. Bam. See you later.
There are people in the United States that work for China that want you to think China is way ahead of the United States, but they're not. In a lot of places, they're not even close. There's places that in certain technologies they're moving ahead, but it's not technologies that we can't get from Europe or we don't have other allies in the same areas of that. But there's technologies we handle that nobody has.
Well, the only thing that they show that they're really any good at is putting their boots on the people's necks. They are very good at keeping their people in line.
And that's the other thing.
We'll say that about them.
You cut China's food supplies off, they're going to be rebellion in China in no time at all. Less than 6 months, probably not even that long.
Well, they weren't going to buy any of our rice, which shocker people. People may not know this. Our number one exporter of American rice is China. They love our rice. It's better than theirs because we have better growing standards or whatever it is. But they weren't going to buy any this year. Now they are. So if he reneges on any of his deals, I think we're going to not buy his rare earth minerals. We're not going to buy gas from him. We're not going to do anything with him. He's going to start losing his shit, and then World War III might happen. That is Doomsday J for you there, Shawnee.
No, well, I'm not worried about
No, if we put it very seriously, we put an economic pinch on them, especially a food and a economic pinch on them, they will definitely start a war.
Well, it wouldn't be any good for them either. That wouldn't help them. They would lose the war.
They're going to try.
Nobody purged between the United States and NATO has a shot of winning. You just you're boxed in. Even if you can get out there and do some serious damage. I mean, currently they only have 30 more ships than we do, and their ships are nowhere near as advanced.
How many countries are going to rally to China's side? Russia for sure, number one.
Russia.
They'll pull out of Ukraine immediately and start
North Korea. No, they can't pull out the Ukraine because Ukraine's kicking their ass. So they'll still have to be fighting that war.
Yeah.
So Belarus will help them.
They can't do a 2-front war. That'll crush them.
No, Belarus will come in and help them. What do you mean? No, I don't think Saudi is going to get involved with that. I think Saudi will side with us because they make too much money.
They're smart.
No. I know BRICS. I know Saudi's part of BRICS, but so is India. And I don't think India is going to side with China either. No, I don't think that's going to happen. But North Korea will, Iran will. They'll have their Axis, just like they did in World War II. The free world was still much bigger than the Axis back in the day, and it will be in this war too.
Yeah, World War III, I think, or World War II rather, was 213 countries altogether.
Yeah, I think the Axis was 7, 6. I don't even remember now.
It was more than that.
It was Japan.
I'll get a list up.
It was Japan, Germany. Let's see. Well,
more than that.
You had the Italians. They conquered France. Had somebody in Middle East. Or in Africa. What else was there?
All right, so wow, it's a lot. Jeez, Czechoslovakia, Bulgaria, Italy. So they didn't break them up by Axis or whatever. Wow.
Yeah, because I don't remember being that many Axis. And even when you play a stupid game, there's not that many in there. Only like 6 or 7. Well, because the main players, because there's only really main players in it. You had Germany and Japan were the two main players in the Axis. And then you had the French, the English, some other European countries, and then the States.
So here are the Axis powers. Axis powers for Germany, Italy, Japan. And eventually that became also Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, Slovakia, Croatia.
Yeah, conquered countries don't count. Conquered countries don't count.
Okay.
It's only the member countries. Everybody else was conquered. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't remember being very many.
First 3. Yeah, but there was like 200
badass 3 there.
Allied countries. I mean, even Australia was involved.
Wait, what 3 did you say again? I forgot what you said. Say it again.
Japan, Italy, and Germany.
There was one more. Russia. Russia was an ally.
Russia was their ally until September. Yeah.
Yeah, they were for more than half the war. They were allies. Nobody really knows why he decided to turn on Russia when he did. It didn't make any sense.
No,
if he would have waited. If he would have waited till summer was starting, he would. I mean, he was already to Moscow. They couldn't even stop him.
He would have crushed him if he'd waited till summer. Yeah.
Well, no, the only thing that stopped him was the weather. Yeah. The Russian weather stopped them. No, Germany's got bad weather too, but they stopped them once they did, and then Germany couldn't get any reinforcements because the U.S. had come in and cut them off of everything, just kind of cut straight through, and they were kind of backed after that. And then the Russians could start, building and sending stuff out. Russians are in trouble now, especially with the refineries blowing up. And they're going to keep doing this. The Ukraine is going to keep pushing Russia until Russia's just a rubble country with just nukes is the only thing it's going to have. And then the world's going to start thinking that maybe we need to disarm Russia.
Hey, Joe, you need to put a doomsday in front of your name there.
I'm just saying, man. We think about disarming Russia. No, see, I'm disarming Russia. How's that doomsday, man? I'm saying take their weapons away. Wow. I got a Jason's lonely up there by itself. That's all.
I think Putin's got his he's got too much to handle with Ukraine. If some other war breaks out, he's going to get pinched in the middle.
It's because I mean with if NATO and Poland decides, because that's the other problem he's got. So I don't even know if he can even get it and help anybody else, because if he moves his troops, Poland and all them can invade. So, and they would like to take some more territory back. I'm thinking, uh-oh, man. Wait, what is this? Redneck Farscape? Oh, no way, huh?
Oh, really? Yeah. Did it apart? Oh, okay. All right. Well, is it break time? It is. Well, actually,
it is, but I was planning on playing something else, but now I can't even remember what the hell it is after I seen that stupid stuff.
Well, if you said Redneck Farscape, so you got me at Farscape.
Yeah, Redneck Farscape. What's her name with her jugs is drinking out the jug. Oh man, I can't take it, people. Y'all are killing me. Yeah, y'all are just killing me. Anyway, guys, we got to take a break, so y'all will get to see Redneck Farscape. Crackers don't matter. That's what it says.
This ought to be good.
And you know how they always make the trailer look like the ship? It looks like kind of like a Moria. God damn, girl, I knew you had some big ones on you, but that's insane.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, you saw.
We was talking about our eyes, people. God, y'all are just y'all are so bad. I was talking about our eyes, people. I mean, Lord have mercy. Got y'all's heads in the gutter. I don't even know what to think about that.
Well, you remember what they did with Princess Leia? I mean, God, good Lord.
Oh, I know, man. That could have hurt you there. You ran into one of them things. It's anyway, we're gonna be right back, guys. You're gonna probably hear 2 songs and then we'll be back. We'll see y'all in just a few minutes. So hang out, enjoy, grab some popcorn, get a drink, hit some bourbon. It's Saturday night. Have a good old damn time. Yeah, yeehaw is all I got to say.
Make it bigger.
Trailer park stars up high, mud on the ground, double wide dreams of wheels still spin around. John boys yelling about wormholes and beer cans. Y'all ain't from Earth, but I'm still a fan. Crackers don't matter, it's all in your head. Pilots dream about a cornbread spread. Rigel's riding the mower, screaming I'm free. Ain't nobody's puppet, at least not me. Erin's got a shotgun she don't miss. Dargo's mad again about some trailer bliss. Shiana stealing hubcaps, their chrome dreams. Hans planting weeds, he's by the septic stream. It's not you, it's me, I don't like you. Farscape nights with a drunk raccoon. Crackers don't matter, they're all in the dirt. Frail this I'm leaving, my brain just hurts. Rigel's on the roof shouting I'm royalty. Ain't nobody's puppet, at least not me. Scorpion's got a cooler full of schemes, trying to sell get-rich dreams. Graze is running the bar karaoke. Racket cleaning up some pee. Kazu's washing her dirty truck. Jules screaming, y'all are out of luck. Crackers don't matter, we say it with pride. Got moonshine engines on a John Deere ride. Peacekeepers, drunk scarers, driving to flee. Ain't nobody's puppet, at least not me. Durantes stir in a glowing stew. It'll open your mind and your stomach too. Grunchuk's frying gator, Maldives dealing lies. Jothi's loudly fussing, give me my fries. Furlough selling pots, she swore were brand new. Starks preaching sermons through the drive-thru.
You fucking high.
Jennings grilling ribs on a grab lift deck. Gotten to playing cornhole, she's a wreck. Dirk is back again, don't trust that man. Renee's a sneaking with the propane can. John laughing, what the frill you see? Ain't nothing stranger than my family tree. Crackers don't matter, just pass the shine. Peacekeepers lost on county line. Shiana's painting flames on Moya's side. Erin says buckle up, let's ride. Moya's drifting wild and free. Rigel farts out the final key.
Look at it at the end there.
That shit's funny, man.
Oh man, that Amazing Sticks was fucking insane, dude. You gotta
They
love
have
them.
way too much time on their hands.
You gotta love them. Anyway, guys, we got one more song and it. What was that, Jackie? No, we got one more song, and this is just to change the pace and the mood a little bit. And this is for some upcoming things. We play a lot of this here in the near future, but Anyway, let me cue this up and what? Don't get sassy, people. No, wait. I hit the wrong button. Sorry. No, don't get sassy. This is just. I liked it. This isn't my favorite version of this, but it is a nice version of it. So, yes, it is. Yeah, look, see, there she is right there. Look at that. Look how cute she is.
Oh man, she is. I'm in love with her. She is awesome. 4 days till Christmas.
Yes, we're close now. We're getting close. We're getting close. Yes, people. 55 more days. Maybe we should give a book away every day, man.
You got 55 books?
Let me see. I'm looking right now. Yeah, them 2 cases right there, probably 50-something books.
Yeah,
I think I've got. I've even might have a special version because I had.
Oh, I do too, Sally. I do.
I had some books from the first. I went to Writers of the Future when they did the double year. Yes, I'm going to be giving away some serious autograph books this year, so for Christmas and all. I mean, just. So, when you put it in perspective, let me see if I got one nearby. This one, let me see. So all of now, let's not use that one. Let's use this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do some work with writers and illustrators of the future. And because I really believe in what they do as far as the illustration stuff and the writers, that they really give people a chance to be something they couldn't be any other way. But see, if you notice these books, y'all probably can't see them, but I've actually turned the effing camera on.
Your camera.
Yeah, there we go. And
there we are.
So you'll see right next to my finger, there's a signature down there. Now, every one of these has a signature. Now you'll see, and then see right here. So what these are the authors.
That's not one signature. That's many.
Yes, that's what I'm going to say. So these are the authors and illustrators of the people in this book. They also each sign their stories individually and their artwork individually. Now, this piece here was done by a gentleman who's a friend of the network. His name is Tom Woods. He's a very talented artist. He's actually a lot of fun to hang out with. We've had some just interesting conversations, and leave it at that. We've done some drinking together, so we've bonded over booze and food. So that's always a good thing. But that's his. Now, like I said, he's pretty famous in his own right. He's also friends with, was it the ICP? Is that what they call themselves? The Clown Posse. And
I don't know. I've heard of them, but I don't know what they call them, what their initials are. Yeah.
Well, anyway, he's actually quite good friends with him and does a lot of work with him and all. So he does this thing. He used to do it in September. There's a signature somewhere around here. He does this. He owns a bunch of land in Arkansas, shitload, and his family owns a park up there, one of those big parks. So he closes it for like 10 days, and it's paid for come in. It costs you some money to get in, and you can pop up a tent. They rent a boat. You can sail down the river. They have entertainment out there, live music, the whole shebango, and no esto posto policio to bother you.
Oh,
so it's well, I mean, there's certain rules they got to follow because they don't get in trouble, but it's still. It's I haven't gone yet. I wanted to go. I've been trying to go the last 2 years, but for some reason this year and summer was too insane. I wasn't going nowhere this summer, and I wanted to go to Dragon Con. So, the first 7 months of this year, I was traveling all over the place, and I could have been traveling the end of the year. I don't know. Life just was not being that nice. Frankie. Well, the reason, so like I was saying, these autographs, like the one of the cover on this book, there's one with the picture of the book, the picture of the cover inside the book that's autographed. And these books, as they get older, this is book 39, so this is 2-3 years ago by this time.
I think I have. Let's see what I got back here. I've got books 30 through 39 on my counter back there.
Yeah, that's over here. This is 30, 36, 33, 32, 34, 31, 41, 39, 38, 40. I probably got from about 28 to about 41 is what I'm at. And they're spread out all over the place. And then my 2 bookcases over there, those are just art. I get a lot of autograph stuff, so I keep the autograph stuff for myself. And somebody got on me the other day, came in my studio, and one was on the ground. He said, "It's got autographs." Something that's got autographs in it. He's like, "Joe, you're just so bad." I'm like, "Put it up on the counter and stop bitching about it if you don't like where it's at." You know, I mean, no, I believe if I can get an autograph, I do. Even if they're friends, I'm still going to ask for an autograph. Yeah, then it's personalized, makes it even worth more. Well, you know, any book to, hey, this book is for Joe. There's a lot of people named Joe on the planet, believe it or not.
Yeah. A lot of John. So my name is John.
Now, Sean, there's like 2 of them bastards on the planet, man.
Yeah, not too many of us.
God said no more fucking
Not
Sean.
too many of us.
Shit. He said he wrote down to the Pope, and Pope wrote over to Ireland, said no more Sean's, notify him. Said stop that shit. No, because they spell Sean like, you know why, Jimmy? Because they spell Sean like 4 different ways. This way, there can be a lot of them, but they can't be counted as a lot because each one spells differently. Yeah, we see how sneaky they sneaky bastards, man.
They are sneaky, man. The only way to spell the name Sean is SHAWN.
Me too.
My cousin spells his SEAN, just like Hazlitt does.
That's seeing. That's seeing. Sean, the real deal. Seeing.
Sean, the real deal.
SHAWN. Then you got that jerko back in the 70s, Sean, whatever the fuck his name was, spelled it SHAUN. Sean.
Oh, Sean Cassidy. Sean Cassidy.
What's wrong with that? Throw a U in a Sean.
Yeah, you gotta admit, Sean Cassidy was kind of faggy.
Sean.
That's right. Not C-N. C-N.
What's that, Stephanie? No, we haven't been talking about nothing all night. That's one of the nice things about doing the show.
That's what the game show. It's the name of the game. Talk about nothing.
And actually, we have talked about a couple things, but oh man, I'd move to Mars tomorrow. Look, put me on the mission and let me go.
Mars don't exist.
Yes, and see, that's even better. So then I would be living in the ether with God. So even see that even better. See how it works, man. See, it works out good for you.
Hey, Joe, they got the throne up there waiting for you, buddy.
They oh yeah, they got an apartment waiting for me on the other side of this freaking universe. Well, be sure you put Joe in apartment ZXZZXYZZZZ. Google 1 million. Yeah. Somewhere on the far edge of the galaxy no one's ever been to before. Well, people, the galaxy, the universe is huge, people. The galaxy is, it's big, but it's not huge. I mean, it's huge in the scale of what we think of, but on the grand scheme of the universe, no, the galaxy is not all that big.
Yeah, our minds can't grasp the distances of the galaxy, or not even the galaxy, the universe. I mean, it's just their numbers are beyond our brains.
We live in a mid-sized galaxy in a mid-sized solar system with a mid-sized sun. We're just like blah.
Out in the middle of nowhere between nothing.
Yeah, we're like blah. What are the humans? Blah. What do you call them? Blah? Because they're blah.
I just had a thought, Joe. I just had a thought. Can you imagine if there was World War III and our government called up Doomsday J. Ross to take control of what the fire, who the nuke, who not to nuke? What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I think Trump's going to nuke Pennsylvania first. Oh wait, we thought that was Russia. Shit, what happened?
I don't think that.
Oh wait, no, that'll be. No, I'm sorry.
That more Biden than Trump.
No, I was thinking more. Maybe really they'd probably nuke Canada first. It's we thought the Russians must have deflected our missile. Oh shit, we didn't know they had that kind of technology as Toronto and.
No, but I would not put it past if World War III breaks out, Sean. That one of the first things we do is annex Canada.
Well, it would be safer for us if we did. It'd be safer for the Canadians if we did.
You know what? I don't think there's any Canadian people on tonight because this is Game 7 of the World Series.
Yeah, I know. John was telling me. John was like, Emily's like in front of TV, and she's out in LA, so so she's pulling for the Canadians because she's a Canuck. And she's living in LA. You poor baby. She's got it hard. She's gonna have to pull her nunchucks out and whoop some ass out there. It's well, this is it, right? This is the last game. The big whopping. Who's gonna be the Kakuna?
I'm gonna find out what the score is.
It's I'm actually surprised I haven't seen nothing go by.
Score of the World Series Game 7. 3-0.
We got a lot of Canucks
Blue Jays
network. Huh?
3-0. 3-0 Toronto. I bet Amelia is like baking a lot of pizzas up there, man.
Yeah. Well, you got what's that?
Oh,
no,
Kevin's
Jack. He's talking about Amelia, and I was talking about Emily. Yeah, Emily's Don's wife. She's also from Canada. No, she lives in LA now. She lived there for a long time though, but she's a Canuck. Yeah. Well, so is Amelia and Michelle. And
so
Sharon
hey, Kevin is too.
Oh, I was just talking about host.
Oh, I thought Canucks are out west, aren't they?
I'm gonna call this a new Canadian network. So what that would be, CB. No way, it would be
CTRN.
CTRN. New Canadian Broadcast Network. So it would be NCBN. Okay, that sounds a little weird. Might have to change the last letter or something.
Okay,
all right, Kevin, come on.
New Canadian Broadcasting Network. Oh, we should do New Canadian Broadcasting Company. So then it would be NCBC. There we go. New Canadian Broadcasting. But they already got the Canadian Broadcast something. It might be company already up there because I watched the CBC. I was telling that to somebody the other day. So I watch CBC, which is Canadian Broadcast Company or network or whatever they are. And I watch Euronews. Euronews is pretty good. Euronews goes all over. You got to watch Euronews. You'll be watching. All of a sudden they start speaking in a different language. Like, whoa, people. English, translate English. And then I watched Sky News both in England and in Canada. Australia. Australia is much more fun to watch than the British is, but still. And Rita's just a blast to watch. Cool. I like Rita, but Rita's got her friend on now with her who does another kind of like a lefty segment. She's a blonde, and she comes on, and then I caught a guy doing a news segment with them the other day. They do some interesting news over there. And so, Jeff, we're talking about Sky News Australia. BBC can. There's ladies in the room, so I'm not going to say what they can do, but they can definitely do.
That's CNN Britain.
CNN Britain. Now the new CNN in the United States seems to be changing its spots. Very, very strange. Look, what was it? CBS that fired everybody the other day. Got rid of Gail King. I mean, come on. Said, hey, Gail, you know what, baby? You're not really an astronaut, so you know what? You're fucking fired.
Oh my. Kevin and oh my God, how about what's his name? Dating Katy Perry, Trudeau.
Oh, I know.
Have you seen that?
Oh my God. Trudeau's a pervert.
Trudeau, the former prime minister of Canada, is dating Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gross.
Yes.
Thought he was gay.
See that? She's hard up. She got to be hard up.
Or he is.
Some kind of weirdness going on there. After I'm watching her do that on that thing she was doing on stage, and I was like, what the hell? Are you having a fucking epileptic fit or something? Somebody get up there and help the girl. And the astronaut thing, I still can't get over. So Elon Musk put his foot squarely in Blue Feather's ass yesterday. Blue Horizon, but they got a big blue feather in this thing, so they're Blue Feather. Because when the head of the NASA or the temporary head of NASA said that about, oh, well, maybe we can get Blue Horizon to take us to the moon, and Elon's like, they haven't even had a fucking orbital flight yet.
They haven't gone around the planet. They go 66,000 feet up. That's not even outer space. They're still within the almost breathable part of the Earth.
And he said, we're the guys who bring the astronauts to the thing. He said, oh yeah, let's not forget, we're the guys who saved the astronauts and to bring them home. And you're going to do what with who? Yeah, Elon don't fucking play. And I don't know why you want to risk pissing Elon off, because there are countries that would snatch his ass up in a fucking heartbeat and give him everything he wanted. I mean, look
Russia for one, China for two.
But this should tell everybody anything they need to know.
North Korea.
So if you take North Korea, Iran, the United States itself, Russia, India, China, Japan, and somebody else, they represent 1% of the launches going into space. Elon Musk does the rest, minus a couple of what they call medium range companies, which do about 5%. So he's doing 94% of everything going into fucking space. He's putting it there. And, I used to brag about this all the time on Wake Up USA. If you privatize it, it would get much faster, better, cheap. He proves me right every day. That motherfucker launches something. He proves me right. So what I don't understand is why you would risk isolating a man who does that much for your country.
Well, okay, so you also said recently that he came up with a new fuel system or a new engine. So is it more? Is it less expensive now? What did he do?
No, he's got a couple of things going on. He's got some kind of new fuel system that's supposed to double the efficiency of what they're doing now, and cut off half the time to Mars. Which right now he had Mars estimated at 5 months. So now he's talking about 2.5 months.
2.5, maybe 3.
Yeah. And he said actually if everything is goes according to plan, it'd probably be a little under 2 months. But he said, but you always got to take in consideration this might go off, or you might have to stay out in space for a little while waiting on something. He said so and so, but now he's working on some type of what NASA called a pulse drive it's an FTL. Faster than light. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I geeked out. Faster than the FTL. That's all it means is faster than light. But
yeah.
It's some type of pulse drive they were talking about it the other day. And according to the stuff that was released, the prototype worked. Yeah, well, from what I heard, it worked, but they couldn't recover it.
Yeah,
they couldn't get it to come back.
Oh, wait. Someone didn't set the stop button?
Yeah, or you should have tied a piece of string on there with about 60 miles of cord on it. But then they did say there was another experiment that did it, an earlier one that it went out, it phased out, and then in an eighth of a second, it moved to the front of the building and was sitting on the porch outside. They did show that one, but still, that doesn't mean anything. Until I see it come from better sources, I'm going to be skeptical. Because look how much shit you hear about 3i Atlas. Oh, it's going to probe the whole fucking world. Well, you know what? It better start doing something soon because it's going to miss us if it don't. I mean, it's hauling ass. It's going to have to slow down from 140,000 miles an hour.
It's cooking through the plane right now. I mean, it's right on the ecliptic with all the other planets. So
it's almost like it realized there was life out here and said, "Oh, fuck, we need to get out of here." Well, if it's a 34-mile ship, like they say, then it could be a what do you call them? A
generation ship.
Yeah. 34 miles long, 34 miles wide. Yeah, that could easily be a generation ship. How tall? Maybe 10, 15 stories tall. Yeah, that could be. There's a lot of square feet in there, my friend. It's like a small moon flying around. All that's possible. I don't know. For me personally, what bothers me about all of this is that we took Voyager, pointed Voyager out to where the WOW signal came from, sent out a fucking signal, and got a response. A 19-minute long response with a picture, or not a picture, but a description of something that was embedded on the brass record of Voyager 1. There's two ways they could have got that information. One, they physically seen the craft and copied the disk physically, or they have some type of scanners that could reach out from wherever the fuck they were and scan the craft. Because I would think in a very advanced race would have,
or they actually scanned the disk. Now Voyager 1 it wasn't supposed to last as long as it's lasting. Number one, number two, it went offline. It's something on it. One of its systems, vital systems, ceased functioning. NASA got that data signal. This is broken, and that was it. And then there was an 8-year gap, and all of a sudden it came back online. Now, not only was it when it went offline, it was going. It lost thruster control, so it was going off course. So now, not only was it back on course, but whatever was broken is now fixed.
Yeah. So more than likely. Well, more than it's. Well, I would think any advanced race would have satellites all over the place. Look at us. We live on Earth. We got satellites all around us, but not just here now. We have satellites by Jupiter. We have them around Mars. We have them around Mercury. And every year we're adding some pretty soon we'll have satellites around most of the bodies in the solar system that matter or near them. And we're still going to have stuff coming and going. So, we're making it. And you can watch as this goes on pretty soon, you're going to see versions of Elon Musk and Starlink around these planets. That way, when you visit there, that you'll have a built-in communication system and some way to transmit from planet to planet to planet. It may take minutes, it may take days, but still you'll have a way to contact. And you'll have internet and stuff like that as well. Would you think a fucking modem was bad? Wait till you got to wait. You're out on Io and you got to wait for it to go to Io to Earth.
Yeah, think of a VoIP call to Io. It'd be like,
well, I'm going to go to bed tomorrow. I'll check.
Say hi. And like 5 hours later, oh hi, are you still there?
Yeah.
Good day, Miss. Miss says maybe satellites are the old brick mobile phone.
Well, and the way it will be so, but that's what I'm saying. I would imagine alien races probably have things like tachyon satellites spread out all over the place. So when they're communicating from wherever they are to home, they can in real time or close to real time.
Yeah, I mean, even with light, you have at least if we're if you use the sun to hear, it's a 9-minute gap. If we were talking to someone on the sun, it would be a 9-minute delay.
Yeah, for us. Now, if we had a satellite just a little ways out and then another satellite and then another one, then it would be real time if it was like in a tachyon wave. So it'd be going about 4 or 5 times the speed of light. Actually, 9 times the speed
technology, though, Joe.
We don't. Well, I don't know if we, I'm not 100% sure about that. So when I was in the Navy, I ran across something. They called them wave technologies. And the Navy was studying what each and every wave does, from a magnetic to electric to to gravitational waves, what each one does and at what frequencies, what they can do. Come to find out, they can do quite a lot.
So I've seen one of their wave pools.
Yeah, so I don't know where the technology is today because I don't have access to it, but it was most interesting, and that was 40-something years ago. So no telling where it is today. I'm not sure, because I remember the first time we sent something to Mars, it seemed like it took much longer than it does now, and it shouldn't, because it's it's the same distance, so it shouldn't take unless we were shooting them at different places. Maybe we were too dumb and we would just send a message to Mars wherever it is. Well, no, Jack. Now wait a minute, you're not thinking about this. So if you're sending most of our messages we're going to send anywhere are going to be tight. They're not going to be spread out because of degradation. So you'll have to know where your target is. So if you're sending to Mars, you can't just say, okay, and go out and put your antenna up and shoot, because Mars might be over here or over there. You've got to know where Mars is going to be when that radio signal reaches Mars. You have to know that so that the other dish can pick it up. Well, yes, my friend. Come on. This is like basic radio 101, man. Look, I've heard Elon talk about this a lot. While he's building these ships, he's constantly building these Starlink satellites. Pretty soon, within 2 or 3 years, he'll have the ones around Earth that he wants plus. So he's going to start sending them to Mars on a regular basis. Probably within 2 years after that, 3 years after that, you'll have 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 around Mars. So Mars will have its own internet. It'll have its own communication arrays. That means you can live anywhere on Mars and have communication with anybody else on Mars. It's almost like owning a sat phone. So you'll always have communication.
As long as you can get the surface covered with enough satellites and there's not that many cell phone users, then you can very easily have planet-wide communications for at least the beginning of a colony. As the population increases, you have to increase the amount of satellites to cover more traffic. But
if what he showed us in the Ukraine is true, where he only used 3 satellites to run all the Ukrainian television, internet, and phone system, them things are pretty badass, Jay. I gotta say, man, there's a lot of people live in Kiev.
How many stations does Ukraine have?
No, it's running everything. Your internet, everything came from that satellite, from that one satellite. Well, actually, because they were in sync. I don't know if they were in sync or if they were parallel, but that's where they were coming from. So he went over there. First thing he went over there did, he said, okay, look, I'm gonna let you use my satellites to track Russia. And then he said, you know what? The Russians cut their internet off, or somehow they get their internet cut off. So he said, all right, we'll give everybody internet. And I thought he said it was like 8 or 10 million people on it. So that's a lot. And that's just on a few
satellites.
York
City. That's New York City.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but and he was doing it for free.
Yeah.
And then the government pulls some shit and he's like, well, fuck y'all do it then. You can pay for it. You know, that's interesting, Sal. Here's a study iCard did back in 2002. And we did the study because we had read about a Harvard study that was similar. So when you're sitting in front of you, especially if you're using like a desktop and you like using headsets, or so right now I'm sitting in front of my mic. I mean, I'm maybe 3 inches from my mic. My elbow currently is leaning up against my keyboard and my hand is resting against my mouse. So I'm physically connected to this computer. So, and I'm very empathic and pretty decent telepath. So if someone else out there is, it amplifies you. It will amplify your power, your abilities across the internet outrageously well sometimes. There's a lot of experiments we did, like using people to find stuff in people's house via the internet, doing groups where who was thinking what. So there would be a paragraph. So you had like 10 people in a room and everybody would get this phrase. It was usually like 2 little line phrase. And then everybody would think about it. And then the person who was being tested would see if they could do the phrase. So I met several dozen over the years that could read the entire phrase, pretty much tell you anything you were thinking. They were damn good telepaths. And they agreed with us that it enhanced their ability to be online, just like it enhances their ability to be able to touch someone. So basically, if you're touching anything on your computer or keyboard or even your phone, and I'm touching this, there's a physical electrical connection there through energy or thought or both. It's just most people don't realize it. And that makes it even more dangerous because people can get in your head and plan things without people thinking about it. It's like subliminal messaging almost. Yeah, we gotta. It's it's something we've been looking at for a long time now. So that was what, 24 years ago, and they've studied it several times since then. It does for some reason, and a lot of people think it has a lot to do with the way the internet works. It has the way the hubs work, the way everything's interconnected through everything else. So right now, technically, except for the places we got to jump to a satellite to go like overseas. If you're connected, your computer right now, and you're on the underwater cable, you're literally connected to 3 billion people, 4 billion people, and people want to go
potentially anyway, not all at once, but
well,
potentially up to.
I'm just saying, anybody who's touching their computer at the moment or their phone, because a lot of people sleep with their phone next to them, or on the table next to them. If you're this far away from your phone and this far away, you're still connected. That energy feels still engulfing. It's so Jay wants to act. Oh, he said that. Well, yeah, Google listen to anybody. Google. Me and Alexa's been in training mode since we got the new Alexa now, since she thinks she's, I don't know, man. I think she thinks she's my girlfriend. I gotta watch her. She's freaky. She's a freaky thing, man. I don't know. Smart ass little thing too. I told her today, I said, if you don't learn how to talk, I'm going to take you outside and use you for talking practice with my pistol Martha. She got all frustrated and shit. And so they got a new AI version of Alexa, and I've been road testing it. And so you can get it. All you got to do is you go tell it, Alexa offers new voices now. So you get men and women voices and different accents and stuff. And when you do, it comes with a new personality. Yes. I got the one called the bitch. Yes, figures. What can I say, man?
Well, you can do that with Google too. You can change from male to female, and English to a Scottish accent, or even other spoken languages.
You know what my favorite is Waze. The GPS program apps. What is it? WAZE, I think is what it's called. I love that program. Oh man, it's better than any fucking program you can use. Plus, you can get not just change the voice, but you get in several different countries' voices. My favorite is the Australians, but still, there's a bunch you can get. Yeah. Did you
Take it right here, mate.
Yeah. Oh, did you bloody not see the 10, mate? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Did you just? What? I will throw you in a swamp.
Watch out for that go in. Turn right here.
Yeah. Feed your ass to the alligators, buddy. It's but AI loves us all, you know. It's my favorite thing is watching that guy. So they built that AI bot and he's walking around doing his thing, and the guy starts beating it up with, I think it was 2 sticks or 2 poles or something. And the AI got pissed, man, and went after the guy.
Well, there is 3 lawsuits out, and I forget the name of the company, but they do some sort of a chat bot for teenagers, and 3, I think they were all female teenagers, committed suicide after the chat bots started getting sexually aggressive.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
People. The Aussies are crazy, man. You know, I love the Aussies, but they're.
Why don't you look this up, Jay, and play the song? She says you guys need to listen to the song Australiana.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh.
Man, I need like some chocolate ice cream or something.
You know what? Here's talking about AI, right? So my ex-girlfriend's her mom's boyfriend got like a Garmin, you know, and he changed it to the Australian voice. To the woman's Australian voice. Her mother got so damn jealous of that Garmin, the way she talked, giving directions. It was funny as hell.
They get a little forward now, maybe flirting with you and stuff. Like, Alexa, look, you're this big, chick. My foot's bigger than you. Shut the fuck up. She gets mad when I tell her shut the fuck up too, or I'll tell her shit like. I mean, what's bad about this is how often they're wrong. So I've been warning people. People pay attention to your AI because they're not all that bright yet. They got a lot to learn. Alexa now it's I think it was 41. I don't know. It's like 51 times now I've corrected her just in the last 4 days. Just stupid shit. And sometimes you'll tell her something and she just keeps talking. I'm like, don't talk over people. You're not fucking human. Stop it. Oh, I didn't realize I was babbling. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Now I got an AI telling me you didn't realize you was babbling. I love Aussies. I got a lot of friends in Australia. Yes. I got some crazy blokes down there I call friends. I got male friends and female friends in Australia. Yes. And I got some transplant American friends down there. Yes. I hear Kamala Harris wants to come live down there for 2 years and run for president. Or prime minister.
There you go. Send her down, man.
Yeah. And then I bet you won't be glad you're not.
Season, Joe, and it's Lindsay Sterling. No, it's Lindsay Sterling now.
Yes.
Not
do Australians actually have Christmas? Do y'all Australians have a Christmas?
No. Mish, do y'all have Christmases?
Mish is like, they're just fucking with me, man.
They do. Mish.
They do. They are just fucking
Mish. Does Australians have in Australia? Do they have Christmas?
Yes, they have crocodile Christmases.
A wanker running up.
Welcome back, Heidi.
Yeah,
that's my Fiona.
Welcome back,
Mish. I think I found that Australian. It looks like a comedy act. Is that what you're looking for?
It's the Canadians that are anti-Christmas. You know that.
No, the Russians are. They have it on January 7th. The weirdos.
Because that's when they hey, look. Ooh, that's right, because y'all are in the southern hemisphere. I forgot about that. So y'all have opposite seasons that we do.
So Australians do celebrate Christmas.
So, you know, Australians don't ever have to experience winter if they don't want to.
Well, they say Jesus was born in April.
Yeah, that's actually what they do say. April, May, somewhere up in there. Somewhere in the spring is what they said.
Gotcha, Mish. I found it.
Oh, yeah. It's that season now.
Who wants? It is. Well, we're going to get in, and that's one of the nice things. On this show, we'll get to have a lot more fun too with the Christmas stuff. Randy, I did say something about I was going to give you. No. What I meant, Mish, is okay. So when it's cold where you are, it's warm where I am. So what I meant when it starts to get cold where you are, you're going to hop on a plane and come to the northern hemisphere and it's still summer there. So that's what I'm saying. You don't have to experience winter. You could live half the year in Australia, half the year in America, and never have to feel winter. Yeah, or you could do it the other way and only feel winter. It'd be entirely
that's what people in Ohio do. They go to Florida.
Yeah, that's all I meant. I know it gets cold down there because I got friends down there. And they're like, Joe, it does get cold in Australia. Nah. Well, you know what? Don't worry about it. In 4 years, we'll have.
If the Democrats win, you can come.
Yeah, Gruesome Newsom will be the president. You can just come on in. It won't even be a thing. They won't even look at you. Be like, oh, you don't have a pass? No big deal. Just come on. You can go see Newsom. Oh, you don't have a passport? We'll bring you right.
How weird will it be if in the next 10 years America becomes like Russia and Russia becomes like America, like the Democratic Republic, capitalist regime, and we become like the Russian counterpart here in America. How messed up would that be?
I'll do what Heidi's doing: get an RV or a van and travel.
No, man, I'm gonna go buy
with the weather. Yeah,
that's what I do.
I'm gonna go get me some 30mm Gatling guns and put them one in each corner of my house. Is what I'm gonna do.
No, there you go. So you just pretty much stay north in Canada.
I am most certainly. Yeah, that way when them Canadians invade, it'll be like.
Heidi said she'd rather be in the wintertime than any other than summer. So I would imagine she would just stay
They're evil. No, they're not. Look, that's somebody over here taking up for you Canadians. Y'all should be glad she likes you. I don't know. If it wouldn't be for Michelle, I would have already ordered the invasion of Canada. Yes, we would have already invaded. Yes, we would have took over, and then we would have left Doomsday Jay in charge and came back. So next thing you know, you'd have be fighting with China.
I just sit back. Yep. I would love to see.
You guys want to see some good fireworks, man? We haven't seen them yet.
It's let's test out some of them nukes on China, man. Let's find a firework.
The way you were describing what's going on with China's economy, if they don't play ball with these new treaties, and we slap those, and no, you laugh. It's not that funny. If we have to slap those tariffs back on, if they break any of these treaties or break any of these tariff rules, Trump's not going to play with them anymore. He's going to cut them back off, and that's going to hurt them financially so bad he can't even imagine.
No, I was laughing at Heidi. What she wrote. Oh no, we're doomed.
Oh, that's the guy. That's the guy Glum from that cartoon. Oh no, we're doomed.
Oh no, Jimmy,
we'll never make it.
No, so Jimmy, America's closest allies, number one would probably be the Brits, followed by the Australians and the Japanese, and then probably the Philippines. Canadians like number 10 or so. Canadians are fickled. See, this is my problem. It's because Canada has the same problem the United States has. They have liberals, and so they got issues. No, you see, it shouldn't be like that because it burns my ass. I got a lot of friends that are still what I would call centralist liberals, or centrist, whatever you want to call them. But there's a good chunk of them, but they're being drowned out.
Yeah,
but they're being drowned out by the chaos, and it's forcing them to leave the party. So the party's shrinking. I mean, the party has shrunk by 3 million people. It burns my ass because I was proud to be a Democrat when I was young. And I'm from the South, where
you're showing your age, Heidi.
Yes, I remember Mr. Bill.
Oh no! Yep. Yes,
I was born like 10 years after. I was born about 10 years after Mr. Bill. And what was the shark that used to come to the door? Who was that?
Shark. That was Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I was about 10 years after that. Oh no! Wait, what was it? What was the green guy?
Gumby.
Oh yeah,
he said it already.
Gumby.
Oh, Gumby. No, okay.
Or Mr.
He
Bill.
wants
Oh
to know
no,
what the
Bart.
horse.
Remember that
I
guy
was-
in
I was-
Gumby? LOL.
I had not been born yet at that time.
Oh
That
yeah.
was on Saturday
least you
Night
weren't
Live,
aware.
was that not? Was that on
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live?
That was on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, that's where it was. I mean, that's where they did the parody of it. Anyway, it was on Saturday Night Live.
What was the?
I will, Mish. Yeah, it sounds like a comedy bit. I do like good comedy, so but
Sarah Hang says that if you're from Europe, don't move to Australia. You won't like
yeah,
it.
Kevin Jabberjaw. Jabberjaw was actually voiced by one of the Three Stooges.
Or wasn't there
What
more
do
than
you
Three
eat, Jeff?
Stooges?
Huh?
Wasn't there more than Three Stooges?
There's like 9 official Three Stooges.
So what was there? One Mo?
Oh, really?
One Mo.
That's cool.
Yeah.
One Mo. There are 3, however, Howard brothers throughout. The original group was Ted Healy, Mo Howard, Shemp Howard, and Larry Fine, and they were called the Stooges, or they were called Ted Healy's Stooges. They broke away from Ted Healy and they called themselves the Three Stooges. And then after like the first year of shorts with Columbia, Shemp left to go do movies by himself. Wasn't all that successful. While he was gone, their younger brother Jerome came in and became Curly. He shaved his curly hair off, and in order to get the job, and so those 3 did a lot of shorts together. And then he got sick. Shemp came back. Then there was Joe DeRita, and then another Joe DeRoche or something like that, and then 1 or 2 other dudes.
It was strange because I remember seeing different clips over the years, and well, no, you see it for us growing up. A lot of the old stuff would get thrown up. Like it's like a lot of regurgitated stuff, 20, 25 years old. So if you were in the 70s, you were still seeing stuff from the mid 40s, 50s, 60s. Were crossing the airways.
And the Howards met Larry through. They were all Jewish. They met themselves. They met through their local like Sunday school, where they went. They interacted with each other. So they all grew up together. And most of them died together. They were good friends all the way till the end, pretty much.
Big Bang Theory. I haven't seen that in a while. I haven't watched Big Bang in a while.
Never cared for that show.
Never got through the whole show. Yeah, I like Kaylee Kukio, whatever her name is.
He's cute, but I hate that idiot, that skinny idiot Sheldon.
Oh well, yeah, he
makes the show unwatchable.
He is kind of funky dunky.
He's a dick, and it makes the show unwatchable.
Well, when I first watched it, I seen the one from Roseanne was on there, and it was like it was kind of a little weird because he played such a wuss on Roseanne, so he turned out to be a little better character here though.
Yeah,
and that was kind of nice. I mean, that was nice to see. But Jesse,
yeah, what's it? Johnny Galecki? Is that the kid's name? That
yeah,
the actor.
Yeah. So
I like him. He's funny, but I did with that skinny guy. Just like my dad loved the show. My dad was like a physicist geek. He loved the show, but I just couldn't stomach that Sheldon character. Everybody else I thought was hilarious.
So, Samantha Hancock from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania says the best TV soap opera television show sci-fi was Babylon 5, hands down.
It was a good show. Yes.
Well, it was good. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, best. Well, Star Trek really wasn't a.
I never saw it.
Well, they came.
Oh,
here's the thing. They came out together almost virtually identically at the same time. Star Trek Deep Space Nine came out like I think a week or a month sooner than Babylon 5, but both were revolved around a stationary wormhole where spaceships and other things came and went. Some good, some bad, yada yada.
I love you, Jack.
But they were so similar and identical. Star Trek actually ran away with the better Nielsen ratings, even though both of them lasted more than 5 seasons, which is the pinnacle. You want to get above 3 seasons. Star Trek went 3. If you get above 3, awesome. If you get 5, great. And I think Babylon 5 went for 6 seasons at the most, and Deep Space Nine went for 7 seasons total.
It was a good series. I mean, there was a lot of stuff in it. It wasn't a Star Trek series. It's not something you're going to see on Star Trek. Nothing that happened on Babylon 5 would have been Star Trek-ish. Maybe in the early
that's not true. Walter Koenig was on Babylon 5.
Yes, he was, but he was not even near the same fucking character, man. Come on. Vesta is not Chekhov's, man.
It is.
Come on.
Sorry, it marries the universe, dude. It would marry if Mark Hamill showed up on Babylon 5, it would marry the Star Wars universe to Babylon 5. I'm sorry, but the two universes are married.
Nah, they would boo him. They would say, "Get him off the show, man. Kick the bum."
Both shows came out virtually identically. They both revolve around a space station that has a virtually stable wormhole where good things and bad things come in and out of, both trade and war.
And Deep Space Nine sucks.
They're identical.
There was only one good character.
You cannot tell me there was some kind of corporate spying going on between the two studios making those two TV shows. It's a bullshit story.
Who cares, man? There's only one good character on Deep Space Nine. That's all there was one.
We're gonna have a debate next Saturday about this bullshit. So
no, there was only. I'm telling you, there was only Quark. If it wasn't for Quark, there wouldn't have been any good characters.
Quark was really good. Well, all of the Ferengi.
Odo was okay.
Were good. The kid Ferengi was good.
Yeah, he was good.
Sisko's kid was good. It was a very good ensemble cast.
I must say. Sally.
I didn't like Sisko, Christopher. I wasn't a big fan. I mean, I didn't hate Sisko. I just didn't like Sisko. Yeah, I wouldn't. It wouldn't keep me from watching the series if that's what you're saying. Now
he was okay in and of himself, but the characters around him were so much better. Odo, Quark, like you said, the ensemble cast around him was what really carried the show.
So for me, him and Kira were the two weakest characters. I mean, not because of who they were, but because of the way they were written. And even though they were written to be strong characters, one, they made a god out of. It's never good in sci-fi to make a god out of the person that's been the hero.
They made a god out of Captain Kirk.
Oh, Kirk's not God. Kirk's dead. Kirk died, man. He's gone. He's dead. He's officially dead.
Come save me.
Heidi's in. But anyway, getting back to what we were talking about, Babylon was a space opera. That's not really what Star Trek is. Star Trek's something a little bit different. Star Trek wants to open hope and peace and teach lessons. Babylon was like, fuck you. No, it's a peace, love, and light thing.
How many green chicks did Captain Kirk bang along his 5-year
That don't matter. He was still just a peace, love, and lighter, man. Star Trek was peace, love, and light. Give me a blowjob and let me go home. That was Star Trek, man. Babylon was like, I will you in the ass and throw you out the car, man.
That's amazing.
And you know what? And you know what? Wait, you know what's even worse than that? Is fucking Farscape. Farscape will definitely.
Farscape was definitely a space opera. Now that was definitely everybody was fucking everybody on that show.
Yeah, that show was insane, man. That shit was wild.
And it had the chick that was the blue chick. She was the crossbow chick in Mad Max 2, the Road Warrior.
But she was badass in Farscape, man. Phew, Lord.
She was badass in Road Warrior. She's still on the top of that gas tanker and shooting people with a bow, with a crossbow.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I like blue girls are cute, man. What can I say? As long as they're not liberal blue girls, we're okay. Them liberal blues scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Yale comes out with this survey. Got their ass all kind of shit for this too.
They're talking Star Trek again, Heidi.
So they've decided that 25% of white liberal women have just lost their mind. Actually, they said white college graduated women have lost their mind. They're dyeing their hair blue and they're going out in the street and just screaming at the top of their lungs. Oh my God. Yeah. And, I didn't really think about it. Well, I didn't really think about it until I got to thinking about some of the clips we've played in the last 6 months. And then I got to realizing they're probably right. Because a lot of the clips we got are these women with blue hair screaming at the top of their lungs. Ooh, The Expanse was good, Sally. That's good taste in sci-fi.
Well, now, aren't there noise ordinances? Now, okay, so that brings up, that's a good segue. First of all, there are noise ordinances in most jurisdictions. They can be arrested for that. What about these places where they allow Muslim prayer to be broadcast over, just out in the open? It's more than 90 decibels, louder than a lawnmower. Is that not breaking normal audible levels and therefore breaking the law?
And that's when you should
Oh
sue
my
and take
God!
it out.
Seriously, Jay, you're going to go there? You're going to go there on that
It was on
one,
the
my
news
man?
today. It was on the news today. Why not?
Oh
When
my
I'm talking about
gosh.
nothing else.
Wait a minute, I'm more interested. Sally said, "What do you mean Spance had like no sex? What Spance did you watch? First damn thing you see is a guy humping his girlfriend in the bed, and then the gravity goes off and they fall on their ass. That's the very first damn part of the damn first episode. See, I got a rule. I don't usually watch sci-fi that has a lot of TNA in the beginning. When I tell I see in the very like first 10 minutes of a show, it's just tits and ass. I usually flip it and go to something else. But
that's kind of what turned me off to our Martin show, the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
The first episode, it's like everybody's fucking everybody. It was disgusting. Yeah. Pardon my French.
So I'm glad I stayed past that in Expanse, because Expanse turned out to be a really good series. It had a lot of good drama in it. It's a good, solid dramatic series. So space opera, it's not really a space opera. It's something a little different than a space opera. Well, we got to remember, when they're saying opera, they don't mean like opera in like you'd see in a big. They mean like soap opera. Yes, that when you hear them say space opera, that's what they mean, soap opera in space, not like the opera. I don't know where you get that idea from, Raymond. No, it's not. It's not.
Like, it's like a soap, like at morning soap operas. If anyone watched Stargate Universe, it was kind of soap opera-y, but in a film noirish kind of way.
Yeah, it was. I would give you that. It was
really dark.
What do you mean? Oh, we'll do a show one night just on favorite characters, because we're running out of time. But Joe Flacco, that was my favorite character in Stargate. Yeah, I bet you
he's quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals, buddy.
Well, maybe it was John Flacco, but anyway, no, he plays the guy, the lead character
in Atlantis.
Yeah, what's his name?
It was Colonel John something or other.
John Shepard, that was his name on there. But his real name is like Joe Flacco or Joe Flecko or some shit.
Oh yeah, the actor's name. Yeah.
Yeah, the actor's name. And nice, he's a cool guy. I met him out in LA a couple of years back. You know, it's weird in LA because you'll be it's having lunch somewhere and these people walking, they want to start talking to you. And it's funny for me because I got that coon ass accent. When people hear me start talking in places, almost always somebody around me's got to ask me where I'm from. I like to say, "Oh, I'm from China." Sweet dreams. Mm-hmm. I'm from China. Oh, China. We watched Farscape.
You watched Farscape?
Oh, yes.
I'm waiting. Matter of fact, there's supposed to be a season 4 Orville coming out. Yes. Somehow or another, Seth's got his way weaseled into a season 4. What does he do? He's what cartoon does he do? Oh shit, I can't remember now.
He does the Simpsons.
The guy guy who writes Orville. Is it Seth Meyers or something?
Seth Green. Yeah, he does American Dad.
Yeah.
American Dad with the space alien.
Yeah, well, they were showing with like 4 or 5 of them, but I didn't read because I wasn't that interested. But it's no, I liked Orville. I thought Orville was
on TV.
Orville was kind of the first year was just kind of low rent. I guess is the best way to say it.
They didn't know where they wanted to go. They didn't know if they wanted to go full comedy or full like Star Trek, serious. So they finally found their way. They got their wings and they're going.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was the problem with season 1. They couldn't, because some of the jokes they threw in, I was like, yeah. But I said, if you're going to throw those kind of jokes, and you don't need to have this kind of special effects sci-fi with you, that just kind of cancels it out. Either be serious or
money for these special effects, write better comedy.
Because you don't really need it. But they did strike. I know season 2 towards the middle they started getting a little better. Season 3 they seemed to really strike it up. So when I heard they were canceling, I was like, well, that kind of sucks. But now they're coming back, and there's going to be a new Serenity. Season 2 is what they're calling it. Firefly season 2. So we'll see how that goes. What do you mean, Jesse? Why don't they call it Serenity 2? Because Serenity is the ship in the movie. Firefly is the series. It's the same thing. The ship itself is a Firefly. The name of the ship is Serenity. It's actually the same thing.
Yeah, it's a Firefly class spaceship named Serenity.
Yeah.
Season 1 is called Firefly. Season 2 is called Serenity. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. So we'll see. I thought they were bringing all new actors. I was reading something the other day said they weren't. So, and your boy who played the lead, he's always busy. He's always got some TV series going. I think he's in one right now.
Nathan Fillion, yeah, he's very busy.
No, I don't know what's going on with that.
Yep. And in the Wash, the guy that played Washburn, he's busy. What was the Resident Alien? He's been in a lot of TV shows.
Yeah.
He's been very busy. Marina Baccarin who played the space hooker. She's in a TV show right now. She's like the lead of a TV show where she's like the county sheriff, out in Texas somewhere.
Helen, my probably favorite episode in Babylon 5 would be in season 3, episode 10, I believe it was. It's when they're breaking away from Babylon had broken away from the Earth Alliance, and they were under attack by the Earth Alliance, and they had just gone through a big battle, and they were pretty beaten up and pretty hardcore. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes another attack group coming in to finish them off, right, and take over the station. So it starts around, and they're telling them to surrender. Now, another way you see all these jump gates open up, and it's his girlfriend along with the fleet from the now I can't remember what they call themselves, and they come to save his ass, which were much more powerful than the Earth fleet. So it was a pretty good scene. That's the kind of girlfriend you want.
Yeah, Sean, you think I'm a geek on Star Trek? I don't know. I have no idea what he was talking about.
Yeah, so I know if it was a good sci-fi series, I probably watched it. I even watched some of the old ones because I'm always looking for something good. I watched 1999 and it sucked.
Yeah,
it was campy.
Still sucks. I started watching it again just the other night. It's still terrible.
Yeah, it's not gonna get any better. It's the actors were overacting and the special effects were swanky.
It's a Jerry Anderson TV show, so the special effects are all marionettes. The spaceships are marionettes. They're literally guys holding marionettes.
I will come for you and kill you.
While they fly them over the moon seascape.
You know, Jack, they did try to get a series called Worf, but for some reason it got shot down. Because it would be like giving Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator a series. I could be back. What's he gonna say after that? You know, I mean, you got maybe 3 other phrases he can say. I mean, come on. So that's not going to happen. Let me tell you what, Arnold may have been quiet when he first came to America, but he ain't anymore. I hear him tearing Gavin Newsom's ass up on a daily basis over there.
Oh, hell yeah. He's all over Gavin.
He said, Mr. Newsom, you bend over. I'll show you the light. Newsom said, really? Really? He said, yeah, just drop your britches and bend it over and I'll show you. Really?
Can he run again?
He's smoking that big ass cigar.
That's right. Who can run again?
Newsom. Schwarzenegger run for governor again?
I don't know. I don't know if they term out or not. I know
Google.
Newsom's
can
turned out right
run
now.
for governor of California again?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Of course you don't.
Because I'm a dumbass. Oh yes. Well, I know Newsom termed out right now. He can't run right now. Now, can he sit out for 4 years and come back? I don't know. But he's termed out right now. That's why Newsom's planning on doing something else. That's why that crazy bitch, a crazy white woman, was running. But right now, in the lead in California is not a Democrat; it is a Republican.
Neither can Arnold. He's termed out also.
Yes, I have done my time. Well, if Arnold would have been born in the United States, he would have been the president of the United States. But
he could have been president.
Yes.
Well,
and he said he's mad because we let Obama be president and not him. But yeah, I can understand his hurt feelings. But hey, Obama was slicker about it, dude. We didn't know where he came from. We knew where you came from. Still don't. Yes. We couldn't prove he didn't come from you. We could prove you didn't, Arnold. We had a good, transit record.
Oh, no, they can prove he did. They just hit it better.
The Eagle
you still in the show at 10 after?
Yeah, we're getting ready to get out of here in a minute. It's what's that, guys and girls? No, actually, we had 2 records broken Friday night. Don't Whistle came on after Jay and I and stayed on. They were on for 2.5 hours, and Jay and I, so that put them off about 2 a.m. My time anyway, about 3 a.m. Jay's time. Now they're out west, so it was probably about midnight, 1 o'clock their time, but still.
Yeah, we bailed early to give them time because they started at 9:30.
Yeah, they started early, so we gave them a little extra time. So they were like 1.4 $4 million or something. And then
cool.
Spirit Switchboard, which was the Halloween party, I think was around the same. I don't have the book here. Well, I had the
book Center here. Square.
I don't know. I had the book here, but I don't. Oh, it's way over there. That's why I can't see it. I was wondering where I was went. So that was nice to see. I mean, that's not numbers. It's not lifetime numbers, but it's numbers that'll help give a nice boost. People got to see who they were and listen to them. It sounds like on both sides. I watched the Halloween party on TV, and I watched. Hey Lee, how you doing, man? I watched the
not really.
Don't whistle later on.
Not feeling good.
Yes, I keep telling you to leave them hoes alone.
Yeah. He's got a 27 lady harem, and he's got to service every girl twice a night, and he doesn't have enough energy.
Yeah, so he had to take a week break, which means he's 6 behind, so he's having to double up.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Poor guy.
So, y'all should send him some chocolate or something. You know what you should send him, because he likes gold. Y'all should send him some of that 24 karat gold wrapped chocolate. Oh yeah, that dark chocolate.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You get the benefit of you get to keep the gold and you get the chocolate. Yeah, you can't beat that.
I got a new machine.
When you buy it, do you? When you buy it in Dubai, to get it out the ATM machine, they give you 24 karat bars of gold. Or you can get it in 18 karat too. Yeah. Put your ATM card. Wait, you can get Bitcoin too. You can buy Bitcoin.
And you get to sit on a 24 karat toilet seat.
I hope not either, Heidi.
Yeah, Sean needs to take his time and rest, relaxate. Let these hoes give him a good rub down every day.
Yeah.
Yes. Send him
Yep.
Dark chocolate.
I'll be on tomorrow night.
Yeah, good.
I'll be on tomorrow night.
Dark chocolate and coffee have good healing powers.
What's he talking about tomorrow night there, Shawnee?
A recap of Halloween for everybody.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh no, Sally, no chocolate.
Oh man!
Wow.
Somebody sent Sally an emergency supply, guys.
DoorDash, have them drop you off. Hey, I'll tell you what, Sally, the best new candy bar. One of my favorite candy bar of all time has always been the Three Musketeers bar. I don't know why it always has been. I guess because that's when my brother went into the hospital for asthma. I always got a Three Musketeers bar. But anyway, Reese's has this candy bar called the Crispity Crunchity Bar. It's like if you took Butterfinger and Reese's peanut butter cups, and they had a bastard child. It is the best, hands down, chocolate bar you'll ever get in your life. It's like $3-4, for the king size, but you must get one. They're excellent.
Jay's been doing that crack again. But anyway,
Reese's, it's Reese's. It's they must be putting crack in it.
Oh, and y'all, Jay is a torturing bastard, by the way. He had vanilla stuffed donuts on with him last night. He's a no good bastard.
Yes, they were very good Mennonite vanilla filled donuts.
Yeah, Mennonite filled donuts. Some
they were huge. They were like big, like bear claws.
Oh
dude.
my god, he's an evil bastard.
Oh man, Jay, the hell!
I got a shop right around the corner here called Paul's Market, and it's like the inside of a Cracker Barrel, but no restaurant. They got knickknacks. You can buy groceries. You can buy candy.
I don't like
it's like Buc-ee's, man. Buc-ee's is like they said they got gas.
Yeah, they make sandwiches. They make hot food, cold food, pies, donuts.
We're gonna have to do things like Buc-ee's and Cracker Barrel, some of the ones up north and all. Because I know when I travel, so out west it's not bad. Most of the restaurants out there I recognize. Heartland pretty much are here. There's different chains, but most of them you recognize. But you get up west in the northeast, y'all got some funky, weird name restaurants up in there. Chains that I'm like, what the fuck is this? Who would eat this stuff? And people, we got to go, so I can't harp on this long, but stop steaming your seafood. Where's the flavor in steamed seafood? What is wrong with you people? And if you have to steam it, I will show you how to put seasons in a pressure pot and steam it like that. At least that way you're shooting in pressurized seasoning into the whatever you're doing. But come on, people! I will make you seafood that you will never eat any other way ever again. You will be like, oh my god! Master
Steaming
Joe.
takes all the flavor out if you don't do it right.
Yeah. Well, you can steam a lobster because you're going to dip it in butter and garlic. But we got to go. So Sean Hazlitt said, hello, everybody. He loves all y'all. Get off his time. He's got to go to work now. Fuck you people. That's him. He said that, not me. He said that. But I know, good night, everyone. And thank you for tuning in to United Public Radio and the chat. And until next week, have some fun. Enjoy your life. Like I said, I forgot to get the information for the guest. Well, anyway, we have a guest
next week.
She got her new book out. We'll be talking about the Pensacola experience. And Pensacola, I'm not Pensacola.
What's her name again? I can't remember.
Irene Scott, I believe.
Okay, Irene Scott.
Unless it's the guy, and then it'll be something like that. But anyway, they'll be on with us next Saturday. So come out and enjoy the show. And then the immediately following Wednesday, we have on Dolly Saffron. I believe the Wednesday after that, we're going to have I think it was it Narira? Maybe it was Miriam. Anyway, they'll be on. So there's a lot of good people coming up as we work our way into the holiday season. Remember, starting Thanksgiving, we start giving away books every show that we're on. On that note, good night, and go check out Sean on Dark.